Hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
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 Hello, everybody.
Hello. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hello.
It's weird. It doesn't feel like a Monday to me because we had Kingdom Hearts like on Saturday and there's only been one day when we haven't been streaming. It doesn't feel like the weekend happened.
Did it
like
even?
The weekend was a lie.
Did it even happen?
Did it even happen?
Did it
I don't
even
know.
happen?
Debatable. Debatable if it happened or not. I don't know if it did.
I feel like weekends are just when nothing happens, and then if you have things happen in the weekend, then the weekend doesn't happen.
Yeah. What are weekends? Nothing but a miserable pile of lies.
Yeah.
I certainly didn't experience a weekend. I had a nice time the last couple of days, though. Had a nice yesterday. Played some board games. How about you guys? Whee! We have to decide what day we're playing the rest of Kingdom Hearts, Doig.
I think it should be next Saturday.
Next Saturday?
Yeah.
But we could do it any day.
We could do it any
I
day.
can do it any day now. We could do Thursday.
We could.
Or Wednesday.
We could.
And so many days.
Just not Friday.
We have so many days. As an option, yes. Doug needs to go get his glasses again. For the second time, Doug will go and get his glasses.
Again. And we'll go get good food.
Another, yeah, we'll go to the good place where we get the good food.
Yeah.
Our secret restaurant that we love. Poll again. That's true. We could do a poll.
There's only like 26 people here at the moment though, so we'll need to wait for the poll.
Okay. That's fair. That's fair. The early birds get the worms. That's the way it works in the bird world.
Oh, you want to bird world this?
Well, it's just, I'm used to the first person always gets,
What they want.
Yeah,
Is that why
first
you
come,
always
first
dash
served.
ahead?
Yeah. Like, it doesn't matter how good you are at something or how right you are about something. Just get there first.
Get there first.
And you win.
I see.
Life is a race. It's happening. I can see it. It's happening.
What's happening?
Poll.
The poll.
It's happening. Damn it.
You can't shift me now.
God damn it. That's fine. That's fine. Whatever. I don't even want to be in front of you anyway. Being in front of you sucks. It's stupid.
Bob, bob, bob. Bob, bob, bob. Sorry. I was feeling silly.
Onster, hello. Onster said I didn't do it. Onster, I unpacked my journal the other day. Onster sent me a really cool journal. It's got Sonic Mania colours. It's so cool. It's got so many pockets for things. It's awesome. I love it. I love it. Gotta use it every day. I also really like the little leaflets that come with it. They're completely indecipherable to me, but they have a lot of very scary pictures of like dogs and cats with human faces on them, so I kept it. Yeah, the Hobonichi leaflets. Yeah, they are mysterious. It's just like mysterious text with mysterious drawings all over it.
Did you not get knocked back just now?
No. Not when you're holding it, I don't think.
I got knocked back when I was holding it.
Ha. It is also holographic. It's
Are
very
you
cool.
immune?
Let me catch up with what you've been doing since I asked. Let's see. Napping Terracotta says, played some Baldur's Gate 3 with a friend. Fought some Githyanki.
Is that a new one?
Baldur's Gate.
Yeah, Baldur's Gate 3.
Yeah,
Is that
that's
a new one?
Yeah.
Is that a new one? Is that a game?
It is. That's a game, yeah.
Does it exist?
It does exist.
Uh-huh.
Fluxy says, I've done nothing but game jam. Time has lost all meaning. How's your game jam going? Also says my Sunday got absorbed, then I got 3 hours of sleep. Oh no! Did he get absorbed into doing cool artwork though?
Oh yeah. I meant to check a thing.
Warpmont says, I finished running my short TTRPG game on Saturday. I'm now a GM without a game to run. Oh no! Congratulations on finishing though. How long did your game run? Was it like a one session thing, or was it like an ongoing? Davos says what kind of good food? Some
Hey.
good Japanese food.
Would that happen to be the pirate software game jam you've been game jamming in? Is that game jam?
Pain Gamer played some Yakuza like a dragon. Dijonay says my weekend. Sorry, Jeanette. Haha. Says my weekend has been Power World. Please send help. I can't. You're stuck. That's it. Power World has you now. We can't do anything for you. How's the Red Nut collection going? I hate it. Hate it. I gave them all to Tigger and he threw them all at me from inside a pot. And it was weird. There it is. That's my journal.
There it is.
That's it. Wow. Wee wee wee. Jeanette says also GZ to be a judge on Game Jam. What's GZ? We might get to dip our toe into judging on the Game Jam, which would be awesome.
Also,
These colours are
GZ's
very
good,
McFly because it's a Back to the Future. Because it's a Back to the Future. Look.
But it also feels like Sonic Mania.
It also feels like Sonic Mania.
Thor announced Doig as a judge. Yeah, Doig and Swift.
Whee!
Yeah.
Oh, he announced you. Oh, that's cool.
Really?
And I'm here too.
When?
That's cool. We didn't know you knew. I suppose that means we're allowed to tell people. I assumed we were, but you know, now it's double confirmed. What this? What this?
About
Result poll
20 minutes ago.
Wednesday. Okay, we can do Kingdom Hearts Wednesday. Oh, sorry, Martina, I got you.
Give me a sec to reply to Thor.
Whoa, has Thor been speaking to you?
Yeah.
Oh. Important Thor messages. Like an hour ago? Really? Like 20 minutes ago? Wow, okay. Cool. That's rad. I mean, technically Doig got invited and then I globbed on. I was like, do you think Trink'd be okay with me also coming along and judging?
I'm sure it'll be fine with
And
it.
Doig was like, I'm sure I'd be fine with it. So that's... So yeah, it's Doig. I know, so Swift. And from behind him emerges this small gremlin.
That's
it's
cool.
me.
I just sent him a message saying that it'll be both Swift and I judging, by the way, because we'll play them together.
If that's okay.
No. He has no
alright.
choice now.
That's all right with him.
It's done. Plus, I'll need company playing through them all.
Yeah. Hey, and we can always split up the work, and then it will take less time.
Yeah.
Yeah, Doig judges, and I judge his judging. I just sit and watch him as he plays the games. And
Judge
I'm like,
of the judger.
writing this down. Drinking a lot of water.
So that means we are open to bribes.
But bribes are solely in the form of compliments.
Yeah.
Yeah. We have no use for money, but compliments last forever.
Martina has requested to wield.
What kind of bribes? Kind bribes.
Kindness bribes.
Kindness bribes. Can you bribe us with snacks?
No.
No.
We're on a health kick.
Yeah. Only compliments.
Snackies are the enemy now.
Or complimentary snacks.
We made a hot pot yesterday.
Was it hot pot?
Yeah.
We did.
In a casserole dish.
It had butter beans and
Yeah.
it had potatoes.
And mushrooms and peppers and tomatoes.
It was really nice.
It was good.
It was really good.
What was the green things? Green beans.
Green beans, yeah.
And green beans. Guess what?
What?
I ate it all up.
He ate everything.
I ate everything.
It was like 90% veggies and 10% like cheese, and he ate it.
I ate
All of it. I was so proud.
I ate it. Ooh.
I was so proud. Making actually tasty food.
Yeah.
Turns out vegetables can be actually tasty.
Yeah.
Who knew?
Who knew?
The world's best kept secret.
I turned to Swifty and I was like, you know what? I think growing up, vegetables were ruined for me because they weren't prepared all that great. They were kind of just boiled and put on the plate. Like, here, eat your veggies. And it was like, there's so much more you could do with this.
Oh, Wolf has given us a compliment. Okay, Wolfer, I got that. I got that lodged in my brain. Thank you for the compliment. Wink.
What did they say?
They said we're cool.
Oh, cool.
Also says, you made nabe. What's nabe? Is nabe that? Is that what we made? It was good. And Darkvault says, you two look very healthy and squishy today. I think that's a compliment. Thanks, Darkvault. Wink.
You changed your name from Drathak to Merly. Merly?
Okay, so Merly, you're Drathak. Gotcha. I recognize the colour of your name. Got that cyan going on. Nabe is that, the hot pot.
Or is it Merliuf?
Goat on a Train says, that's me and steak. I thought I didn't like it, but it was just my parents cooked it until it was boot leather. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Like, there are definitely things that I had when I was a kid that were ruined for me by the way they were prepared.
Merle.
And now I have them and I'm like, oh, you know what? This is actually really good.
Yeah.
You just have to not just throw it in water and boil it.
I will say though, I'm still not used to the kind of mouthfeel of mushroom. There's still like, I still have to get over it.
Yeah. Honestly, I actually like raw mushrooms better than cooked mushrooms.
Yeah, but I can see that. Like, do they have more of a kind of like less dead fish kind of feel?
Yeah, mushrooms cooked are they're kind of slimy. They're kind of slimy and juicy, you know? But
Yeah.
But mushrooms that you just eat raw, they're crunchy.
Yeah.
Or creamy.
Okay.
And it's like, oh, I prefer that. That's better. So I'm a raw mushroom
What
fan.
kind of mushrooms did we have yesterday?
Oh, just button mushrooms, I think. Regular mushrooms.
Just button mushrooms.
Say regular mushrooms. The kind that I used to eat in the shop all the time.
Portobello.
Not portobello, no.
Oh. Did you know there's a place in Edinburgh called Portobello?
I didn't.
Yep.
I did, however, learn about...
Has a beach.
We learned about
And arcades.
a restaurant in Manchester that makes their own pasta and has a drawer of tiramisu.
We did
Like,
learn about that.
If you order tiramisu, they pull out a drawer and the drawer is full of tiramisu. Just like the tiramisu is just in the drawer, and then they
Yeah.
get a spoon and they scoop you
It's
some
a re-
tiramisu out.
It's
and
a
put it into a bowl.
refrigerated drawer, right?
Yeah,
Looks-
but I need to go so bad now. But because of the tiramisu drawer, they went viral and now they're booked up forever. So we'll never get a chance to go. But it looks amazing.
Maybe we should let them know who we are.
Excuse me, do you know who
Do
we are?
you know who we are?
We are the duo Doig and Swift on Twitch.
I wanted to show a clip in real life yesterday, and I had to do a whole preface of like, so we stream on Twitch and we're VTubers. Do you know what a VTuber is? Okay, it's this.
Yeah, not really. Okay, well, this is gonna be an experience.
Gift for you.
Yeah, only tiramisu drawer can cure you. Now that I know that's the way that they serve the tiramisu, I'm like, why isn't all tiramisu drawer tiramisu? That is the correct way to serve it.
Did the bombs get you, Martina?
Yeah, Martina's. Oh no. Yeah, you know, Iron Mouse, we're not like that, but yeah, right, Onster? If you come visit us again, we'll all go and get draw tiramisu.
Jeanette, you say that, but we were following a recipe and Swifty was like, let's put a pepper in it.
Yeah.
And then let's put tomatoes in it. And then by the time we had to put it in our casserole dish, there wasn't enough room for all of the stuff that we cooked.
Yeah.
So there wasn't much room in the casserole dish.
Hey, it's good for me though. I got some left. I got some casserole filling left over.
You really do.
Whee! Yeah. So I'm
There's
looking forward to that
left.
for lunch.
Do we get potatoes? You could just make the same thing again.
Oh my god, we could literally just. I mean, we'd have to make a mini portion though.
Yeah.
But yeah, we could literally just do the.
Just do one potato.
Just do one potato, put it over the top. Bada bing, bada boom. Actually, we need some creme fraiche and parmesan. But you know.
Yeah.
We could have just the potatoes. And that'd be fine.
Yeah, just get a potato. Potato.
Oh, Tip says that she really likes your lip sync.
Potato.
Very nice.
Potato.
Very nice.
Potato. Potato.
What do you do with them?
Boil them.
Mash them.
Stick them in a
Casserole dish.
Yeah.
With some parmesan.
We had to learn how. We got through the recipe and then it was like, preheat your grill, and we were like,
grill?
We've never used our grill.
Yeah, we literally have never touched our grill since we moved in, and then we had to get out the instruction manual for the oven.
How do it work?
How does the grill work?
How do
we grill?
There's 2 whole dials on the oven we've never looked at.
And now we know how to grill things.
Yeah, it worked. It did. We got it. It melted things.
Yeah. Microwave them. We don't have a microwave.
We don't have a microwave.
I have a microwave.
And we don't have an air fryer, okay? Stop telling us.
We do, however, now have a toaster.
I knew it was coming. I honestly, there it is.
Yeah,
I
there
knew
it is, the air fryer.
As soon as you mention microwave, everyone goes, oh, the appliance that I love. We did, however, get a toaster.
That's what I said.
Did you?
Yeah.
When?
You stole my thunder.
When?
Just like 10 seconds ago.
Really?
Yeah.
We got it for Christmas.
So now we can have toast, which is good. And also toasted breakfast pancakes, which is great.
Oh, yeah.
You know, the ones you buy in packets.
Air fryer is just a small oven that gets so hot so quick and that turns off and doesn't burn down the house.
It sounds a bit cheaper too. It sounds like it uses less electricity. Air fryer, rice cooker, microwave, the Trinity. Well, we have one of those. We have one of those things.
I wanna be where the chat is. Oh.
There you go. Go over there. Come over here, chat.
Now we're just chatting.
You're telling me air fried these chips? Yeah, rice cooker is great for real. Doig was so sad the other day because we had a recipe where it called for rice, and he was like, could I make it in the rice cooker? And I was like, no, I followed the recipe. And he was like, oh, but my rice cooker.
Yeah, it turned out okay though. My mum is asking me whether I'm okay after the storm, so I'll reply quickly so she's
Tell
not
her that
worried.
you're in a tree. Picture from the top of the tree I'm in.
I might check the roof out later though.
Rice cookers can also make bread and yogurt. What? Can our rice cooker make bread? What? Yeah, you were in a tree. It landed on the ship. No, Waldmont, you're right. When you're right, you're right. Air fryers can make better bread. Aren't air fryers tiny? Your friend makes banana bread in their rice. I fucking love banana bread. If only banana bread wasn't like so full of sugar, I'd eat it all the time. He's looking like he's seen some shit.
Hmm? Oh. Shut up, phone. Okay, I'm back. I had to tell it. Yeah, no damage. Good.
Doig's phone the last couple of days has been going fucking crazy.
It asked me if I wanted to turn on notifications for Twitch and Discord, and for some reason I was like, yeah. And then ever since that, it's yeah.
I'm so sick of it,
Every
man.
time
It goes
someone
off like
goes
every
live.
2 minutes. It's
Yeah.
like constant now. He's like the most popular man in the world. I'm like, what are all the messages? And
I'm
he's
not.
Like, oh,
it's just notifications.
It's just telling me that this person's live
But
and that
goes
person's live. And every single Discord server I'm in tells me every time anyone says anything. And I'm like, turn it off.
Yeah. So I'm gonna turn it. I'm gonna turn it off.
I hate
I'm gonna
feeling
set
like
it
you're more
so
popular than
so
me.
DM. No, I'm just in tons of servers. I'm gonna turn it to DMs only.
You
So,
can eat this
yeah.
shell and all. Let's just talk about crabs.
Crabbies.
Crabbies.
Crabby.
Unster offered to give me a bag of tiny crabs that I could eat.
Really?
Yeah.
I remember that.
And
Did-
I bet they're really tasty.
did Unster
and stuff,
bring
but
them?
I'm also like, I can't eat those.
Yeah.
They look too much like creatures.
Did Onsta bring
I said
those?
No, I did say no. She didn't know.
Okay.
Because I was like, that's okay. Thank you, though.
Do you not bring crab?
Those tiny crabs are crunchy as heck. I feel so bad for them. Thank you, Onster, for asking it. I mean, you could have brought them, but I would have been like, well, you could eat them.
It's just a bag of crabs.
Yeah, a bag of crabs is a wild thing to offer someone. But
So are
it's
they just-
also pretty normal for Onster.
Are they just baby crabs?
Yeah,
I feel so bad for them,
they are.
though.
They're child crabs. And now they're in a packet.
No,
and
they're
you can eat
good.
them.
No, they were creatures.
They love being eaten.
They're seasoned.
They wouldn't rub themselves in salt and butter if they didn't want me to eat them.
We do all eat creatures, but there's just the fact of like taking them out so early.
Listen, even if I'm eating something completely non-meat, I'm still eating a bunch of tiny microorganisms that are alive.
Hey, tiny crab, this is the Earth. It's blue and round and get in the bag.
Microorganisms just want to throw themselves into my mouth. I can't help it. Yeah, Tip says as a vegan, the only creatures I eat are humans that can consent. That's fair.
Very good.
I'm a vegan apart from when I'm a cannibal.
Oh,
Ayanoki! Oh man,
Iranoki says, hecking wow.
there he is.
wow.
Thank you very much for the subby! Ah, thank you! What we got? Common hat. Haha! You thought you could take it from me, but
I did
it is
think
mine.
I could take it from you.
Yeah. That is the top of all hats.
I might set
He's
it
the
so
douche,
that.
she's the douche, she's the bird, the top cat.
Do you want me to do it so that if you wear a hat, it turns off your front tuft?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah.
That'd be good.
I did attempt to steal, but I can't steal something no one had yet. So Swifty, in fact, attempted to steal and
Yeah.
succeeded.
Then if you steal it, it has to come back though, because otherwise it'll look like you ripped my hair off and I've gone bald.
Yeah.
It looks like you're straddling the hat, like you're riding a horse.
Giddy up.
German talked about going bald. Is German going bald? Is that happening? This is extremely important
Voluntarily.
news here. Gamer news. Yeah, I guess he is. Is he really? I can't believe it. German has such a head of hair. I would never think that he would ever go bald. He was talking about hair creams and not wanting to use them. Oh, German. Oh, German. I suppose at that point, I feel like if I was going bald, I'd just shave it. I'd just shave it close and be like, now this is a choice that I've made. Yeah, I won't get sold in genetics, don't care. It's true. There's no shame in it. None whatsoever. I always just saw Jerome as having such a lush head of hair, though. I never thought that it would happen.
Both my parents still have a full head of hair. I'm feeling pretty
Yeah.
lucky.
The other month, Doig fished to find out about whether he had a bald spot or not. It was very funny to me. He was like, how's my bald spot? And I was like, what a fucking bald spot. And he was like, good.
Yeah.
Someone pointed out his hairline's rising. And they had a talk with chat about how time comes for everybody. Well, that sounds like a sobering discussion. I'm sure that in normal circumstances that would be a sobering discussion, but I'm trying to imagine Germa having a sobering discussion. It's very hard for me.
It's 9 minutes long.
9 minutes.
You could
of Joe
link
talking
it,
about
but
his
we're not
hairline.
going to watch it because that's just the appropriation of culture.
That's true, maybe not. Hair is so personal to everyone's identity. I have a lot of sympathy for the moment of reckoning with that. Yeah. It's good though. You can come out the other side stronger because then you realise that your hair doesn't define you. Did you say something very funny that I missed?
I guess so.
Go on.
I said that Honestly could link the 9-minute clip, but we can't watch it all because that's just the appropriation of culture.
It's German culture.
Yeah.
Bald is beautiful. My dad is bald and he's beautiful. Ba 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 da.
I feel like my sense of humor and my joke telling, it hits two people and two people only. It's you and Onsta. You both get my jokes and laugh real hard. And that's it. Everything else is diminishing returns.
Get a tattoo of hair. Yeah, just choose a style. Now it's yours for life. Yeah. There's something about your dry humor, Doig.
You can't yell, you land these jokes, Doig, when I demonstrably said that it hits you and Swifty and no one else.
I think it's because you don't change your tone of voice at all when you tell jokes. There's no indication that anything's a joke. So you really have to know that you're joking.
Do I need to bring back the rim shot? Sound effect.
Thanks, Doig. Thanks for the clarification. You mean Ernest Dog Rimshot? I forgot that. Is that Ernest Dog's name? I've forgotten that. Why is it called that? Woof.
Isn't it? Isn't that what that is? Or is that something else? What's a badumch?
I just call it a badumch.
It is
yeah.
that too. Okay, cool.
It sounds bad when you say it.
No, it's just because
Oh no, pal!
it's because you have to add another word to rim for it to be something else.
Now I'm behind chat.
Rim is fine. Rim is fine. Cars have rims.
There we go.
Rim light.
Thank you very much, fucking. This is great. Pacific Rim, true. Rim light, very true.
When you put
Rim meter,
a rim to work, you
Rim
know.
World, very true. Rimothy, yeah, great guy. A pawn management game called Rimworld.
Pawn?
Yeah,
You sound like a
not gonna
Sonic.
get me.
You sound like a Sonic like bounce pad effect. Pawn.
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 Pawn. We're not. Yeah, I'm not gonna. Never again. I've learned how to say it now.
Oh, it's technically not a rim shot, but people refer to it as a rim shot, and now it is. That's how things that's how things work.
That is how things work. That's how things happen. Such careful pronunciation. Doig laughed at me after the stream a lot.
Is this your land? Cool. No, it isn't. It's our land now, and we'll keep telling everybody it's our land for several decades until.
What's this? You talking about England?
Sure. Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
What are you talking? You talking about rim shots still?
I'm just talking about when you keep saying things or things and then they become the things they are. But do they really?
Yeah,
I don't know.
kind of. There is definitely a thing in life where if enough people believe something and act like it's true, it might as well be true. Which is why you got to be really careful when you have a big platform and you spread a bunch of stupid information that's incorrect about things, and then people start to say it like it's true.
We had a cool discussion about Takashi Kitano yesterday, and it was cool. I heard people say words that I recognized, and I was like, facts. What?
I couldn't be part of that discussion. That discussion went entirely over my head. It was a bunch of words that I didn't recognize.
You gotta watch some Takashi Kitano movies, like, you know, Hanabi and Kokajiro and Takashi's Castle.
I'll be up for it.
Zatoichi! I was talking about Zatoichi as well!
That's the word that Doig said.
I said that word. I love Zatoichi. It's so good. Let's watch it together.
That's the one that you said, and I was like, that sounds like something Onster would like. And then
Yes.
it looks like Onster likes it.
You want to see a cool thing, Onster? I'll show a cool thing. Hang on.
Wow. Oh, wow.
I'll show you a cool thing. Stop moving your head.
He was also in Yakuza 6, Doig.
Was he? Amazing.
Yeah, Dartful says
And
Takeshi's
Battle
a
Royale.
teacher in Battle Royale.
He
Yeah,
is,
Doig
yeah.
told me that yesterday.
I said that yesterday.
That is sure what he said.
I gotta go into the deep past.
Battle Royale 2, yeehaw!
I gotta go in DeviantArt. I'm going.
Don't worry, Martina, we won't demonetize things. Yeah. We also had that thing happen the other day again, where like you make sure that your soundtrack is 100% not gonna get like copyright claimed by people, and then we got copyright claimed because someone who'd done a cover of an official track tried to copyright claim us playing the original official track. And it's like, no, that's not the way it works. You can't do a cover and then claim the original. Stop it. Stop it.
Hang on.
Oh, he's doing something.
Doing things.
He's grabbing a screen.
Grabbing a screen.
Yeah, that drives me nuts too, Alex. It's like, come on. Come on. Like, I just want to be able to upload something to YouTube without then having to, like, field several different copyright claims over the video. Like, just let me upload anything without having to have a bunch of people come and try and claim it as theirs. It's, like, such a pain. We should just do what Thor does, which is he has a button set up that just like sends out the copyright claims. We should have one where it just disputes automatically. We just hit the button and it auto disputes every single claim we've got. Hi, Little Diamond. Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Check this
Is it
out.
Little Diamond or Little Demon?
Boom. Did that work?
Difficult to say.
Difficult to say.
It's difficult to say.
Oh, let me just about It didn't work. Why
Wait,
that-
there is something back there.
Yeah, there it is.
Here it is.
Yeah.
Oh. Hey, what is this? A piece of Doig art? I recognize this.
Yeah.
This is high school Doig art.
Is
I
that a
think.
Weechi? Right?
There you go.
I drew that when I was math.
When
Like
you were,
16 or something.
I knew it. I recognized it.
Yeah.
You drew him so he kind of looks like you.
He doesn't look like me at all.
He's got your nose.
He's just got a white nose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got a little bear nose.
It's not a self-portrait. No.
It does kind of look like you a little bit.
No. No, it doesn't.
It does. He's
Doesn't
a
at
kinda-
all.
I'd beg to differ. I'd show a picture of you, but I know you'd hate that.
I look like this. How does this look like that?
I mean, that's true. That's true. You're right. If you're a human, I feel like you'd look like this. I'm putting him back here. He can watch over us and make sure he can bodyguard us.
Can
No.
I have a Zatoichi alt costume? Yes.
I mean, I don't see why not,
I
right?
don't see why not.
I don't see why not. You can do anything you want on this overlay.
Yep.
Speaking of which, Doig,
Yeah.
what are you doing on this overlay today?
So you know when we start up the screen, the opening screen. If anybody throws anything, it falls into the abyss.
Oh, the abyss.
So I'm gonna fix that,
Oh, the abyss.
and then I'm gonna give us swords.
Oh, okay. I'm into that.
Cool.
And then at some point, I think you were going to hit the brig again, weren't you? Maybe
Oh,
not today, but
I
at
did
some
say
point.
that I was gonna do that, didn't I?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I mean, if there's stuff you want to fix, you should fix it.
Yeah.
Fixer's gotta fix.
And what are you gonna do?
Brigger's gotta break. So people know that lately I've been working on some stuff for the merch store, because I really want us to have cool merch that I'm super proud of and that I would want. And it's been a bit of a wrestle because we go for a print on demand service, which means a lot of stuff isn't possible. A lot of things I'd want to do with merch I can't really do
Yeah.
So I've been spending a lot of time trying to work around that and figure out designs that I like and think are cool. Also, Onster, what the fuck? That's an awesome emoji. That's incredible.
That's so good.
That's so good. How did this come to be? Tell me. That's awesome. But I haven't seen it. I need to just keep checking your emojis so I can see when they update. But yeah, so I've been working on some designs and I was working on one. This is the one that you guys might remember if you were here last week. You remember me getting all annoyed because I did a design and then realized that I'd accidentally made it 5 centimeters by 5 centimeters. Somehow I did that and it was too small to print on anything. So I need to upscale it. So we've enlarged it and now we need to go and like go into the edges and make sure that they're not pixelated, you know? A design for ants. Yes, that's what I made.
If you are
It would be too complex to put on a hat.
if you're gonna redo it, maybe not redo it, if you're gonna fix the edge and everything, maybe you upscale it even more. If you want.
Oh yeah, I could do. If you think that I should. You still really want the Control Z shirt? Yes, that's coming. That's one of the ones we've got in the drop, ready to go. But I want to make sure you guys have a nice set of options. I want to make sure that there are things at different price points for you. Like some cheap things, some things that are slightly more expensive in a variety of styles. I just want to make it a good hefty drop full of cool stuff. So yeah. Whee!
A patch. Patches could be cool.
Oh, just says huge shout out to QT Cinderella for telling Dan Clancy to add more animated emote slots. Is that why we got them?
That's cool.
Thank you, QT Cinderella. Thank you so much.
And
I
then
can't
everybody
wait to use
got
them.
them.
Yeah, so that's what I'm working on today. I'm upscaling my tiny design so
Cool.
that I can still use it because I put that work into making it and I would be upset if I couldn't use it.
Let's go check it out.
Let's go check it out. You guys can tell me what you think.
Oh.
So I need to put NDI on.
Huh.
I don't know where I am. Hold on. There we go.
There we go.
Cool. Okay.
Also, I think I should change this winter scene.
Yeah, I think so too. Ula sent in some very cool wintry backgrounds if you're interested in those. Or if you don't want to be wintry anymore, you could change it to, I don't know, anything else. You could put a skyscape back there so it still looks like we're in the clouds.
You want Bacchus back? We can put Bacchus there.
You could put Bacchus back. You could get a loop of clouds going over.
I could get a loop of clouds. Loop of clouds would make sense.
There we go. So this is what I got so far. Ignore the Everyday Adventures title, which is just a placeholder for now, and I will do a proper logo for it. So yeah, it's meant to look like an old game cartridge. So I try to do everything in the style that old games have them. You know, old style explosions, 90s rendered Doig and Swift.
Yeah.
And, you know, try to make it look like it was a Sega game box. Exactly. Exactly, and Vipo is just Sega. So yeah, that was what I was thinking, either on the back of a shirt or maybe on a hoodie or something.
Oh, I just noticed. I think the blue of your hair fringe is blending a little bit too much with the sky.
Okay, we can put a stronger rim light on it.
Yeah, or like a drop shadow, just something.
That cloud in the background is tangenting hard with my beak and hair, so I can fix that.
Yeah.
But yeah. Oh, I'm glad you guys like it. That's awesome. Yeah, I looked at a lot of old Sega games.
This is
old
making
game boxes.
This is making me want to make like a 16-bit sprite versions of us and like make a video game trailer for the shirt.
Yeah. You'd play this? I hope so. I hope so. I feel like it would be like probably like a platformer.
Yeah.
Like what's that one that Super Eye Patch Wolf likes? With the ninjas.
With the ninjas.
Yeah, it's like a side scroller. Anyway, yeah.
I don't know.
And Knuckles. It's unknucklesable. Knucklesable. Yeah, that. It's
Was
not
that-
Shinobi, but
Was
but
that
yeah.
the door?
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, finish up the trailers first, guys. Yeah, Hundo P. Hundo P. Gotta get back on that Glim trailer at some point soon. Doig has gone to the door to check if someone's knocking. The Glim trailer is on my to-do list for the beginning of this year.
Yeah.
Like, that will be a huge thing for me to polish off. I'll be very happy about that. Okay, let's see.
Yeah.
How big are you? Canvas properties. Okay. Can you tell me that in can you aha, unit pixels centimeters. So this is 20 by 20 centimeters, Doig. Should I upscale it even more? And how should I upscale it? Via resolution or via the size?
So, say what?
You told me that I should upscale it again, so I'm asking you
How many pixels is it?
how many pixels?
Yeah.
4,800 by 5,200.
And how many centimeters is that?
How many centimeters? I just told you. 20 by 20.
20 by 20.
Yeah. Tip says hit me up if you want to help in the Glim trailer. Thank you.
I'd say at least double. At
Thank
least
you.
double it. And then we have it for like, because it'd be cool if we could put it on posters and stuff in it as well.
Yeah, that would be cool. Yeah. I need to finish my shot first. I've got Habbo's shot that I need to do the end of, and it's the big beefy boy. And then I got to assemble your shot, Tib. And I think then we'll be pretty good. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Okay, let's see. So how do you want me to... Do you want me to upscale this using a resolution or using the actual size?
The actual size.
Okay, so I'm in canvas properties, so I feel like I need to be in like image properties. Change image resolution. This is it. This is what... Oh, scale! I could just put 2, right?
I don't know.
Yeah!
I've never seen that.
I just put 2 and it all went up.
Yeah.
That's right. Right?
Yeah, I think so. So what, that's 40 by 40? How
Mhm.
big is an A3? Because you are at 600 DPI as well, so...
Let me put it in centimeters. That sure didn't just double it. That quadrupled it.
Well, it did double it. Sorry, wait.
That
You're
was
right.
doubled it.
That's weird.
Yeah. If I do it when it's in pixels and then switch over to centimeters, it's like 80 centimeters.
Huh.
Oh, Go on a Train says, does anyone know what a good resource is for learning Godot for 3D? You could check out NME_64's streams.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
They are currently making stuff in Godot, but it's not like a tutorial or anything, but it might help just by osmosis.
I've heard that Godot has a good community surrounding like people who are making stuff, so maybe there's forums or something like that. I don't know firsthand because I've not been in that world yet, but
CSP bug, congrats, you found one. Yay!
yeah, our overlay is in Unity.
Yeah. We were considering switching after Unity started being a dick. But we just have too much stuff already in here. So we decided for our own sanity to just stick with it. Rio, it is! Let me see, how big is A3 in centimeters? A3 in centimeters. So A3 in centimeters is 29 by 42. So if you wanted this to be A3, then we only need to scale it.
Pass me your controller.
Okay.
I wanted to fix the issue of you moving my mouse around.
Okay. So I only need it in the 40s for A3, really. So is that okay, Mike?
Give me a sec.
Yeah, enemy underscore 64, that's right.
Oh, apparently it's a Steam issue. Cool.
And make sure to use export single frame instead of save as when saving your final image. You'll get more options. CSPY!
Because in CSP, save as is like you're taking the file that you're working on, you're saving into a new file, and that's now the file that you have open.
This is slightly smaller than A3. 40 by 44 is... Doop. Oh! Any chance on a derpy Eevee to go with Pikachu? Absolutely. Absolutely. Does it matter? Do you want me to look at what Eevee looks like first and then do one, or do you want me to just do one from memory for Eevee?
That sounds like a commission.
Well, it's Rio. It's Rio's tattoo, so I feel like I should do you like at least a little page of derpy Eevee, so that you can choose whatever I did with Pikachu. I mean, Pikachu is a bit easier to do from memory, right?
Memory Eevee.
Everywhere, memory Eevee. Tell you what, Rio, if it's cool with you, tomorrow I'll get on like a magma/draw pile and I'll just do a 15 minutes of doing little Eevees, and then you can choose which one you like. Answer no, I would never. Me? Work for free? Never. I've never done it in my entire life. Definitely not doing it for us right now. I mean, technically you can't work for yourself for free, can you? Because you're always paying yourself by costing yourself. Anyway, does this look good, Doig? I need you to give me an A-OK before I go ahead with this. I got like 2 hours sleep last night.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm looking.
And I just want to sanity check because I feel like I'd be mistake prone today.
Okay, so if we were to like sell prints of this, how big would you want the prints of this to be?
I think A3 would be cool. At least A4, right? At least A4.
So
like I could be happy if it was good on A4, but I generally want it to be really good as a t-shirt print, and some of those are bigger than A4.
So A3 size is 29 by
New donation from a very special Rio. Have fun with it.
Thanks very much, Rio.
Oh my gosh,
okay.
what the fuck?
Amazing.
Rio, thank you. What the shit? Oh my gosh, you didn't have to do that at all. That's very kind of you.
Yeah, A3 is 90, pretty much like 30 by 42.
So this should be good because it's 44 by 40 width. Like it's wider than A3.
Right, that might be an issue then. So it's a square print.
It's slightly more square, but I honestly might I might elongate it a bit or like trim in the edges a little bit.
Yeah. Like
like I might after I've neatened this up, I might look at the design and see if there's a way that I can add a little bit onto the top or bottom. Yeah. That makes sense.
I think this is big enough to print on an A3 now. It's just bigger than an A3, so it's a big square print that's A3 height. So it's good. I think we're good.
So you think I'm good?
Yeah.
Okay. And for the interpolation,
yes.
I've got smooth edges bilinear, hard edges nearest neighbor, clear edges by cubic, or high accuracy average colors. Which one should I choose?
I don't know in Clip, honestly. In Photoshop, it has a couple of options. Let me open Photoshop, and because it goes, this one's better for enlarging, and this one's better, and we'll just see what the type is.
Twitter should be elongated. Boo! Boo!
If someone tweeted that he died, I was like, rest in peace, Elon Musk. And I was like, ha! Whoa! And then it was like, very quickly a shit post. Okay, open recent hat texture. Okay, image size.
Whoa, wait a second. Tip says, oh yeah, I don't know if you guys saw the Rocket Knight trailer that I and Emla and also Ellen Ver worked on came out. I didn't realize you guys worked on that.
Oh, the Mallow one.
I knew it was a Mallow one, but I didn't know you guys worked on it. I honestly haven't actually seen it yet. I just saw a screenshot of it. We should watch it. If you guys worked on it, we have to watch it. That's like one of the coolest bunches of people altogether I've ever seen in my life for animation. Are you kidding me?
Was Emlet approached about that around December to work on it?
The power of you, Emlet, Elle, and Ver together?
Or was it? It must have been earlier than that. Maybe I got...
You have to be kidding me. I love Rocket Knight as well. Damn, go Mala getting all the cool projects. Good for them. Wait, I can probably bring it up. I was waiting for you to, but I can probably just bring it up. Let me go to YouTube.
Summer last year. Gotcha. Nice.
Rocket Knight. Rocket Knight trailer.
What are your... Oh, I'll let you do what you're doing.
That's from 14 years ago. That's not the right one. Is it not on YouTube yet? I thought it'd be on YouTube already. Wow. Wild. Okay. No worries. I'll just Google it. I'm really surprised no one's uploaded it yet.
Check limited run games.
Yeah. It is on YouTube. It just wasn't coming up in search for some reason, which is very strange. Got a comment. Sorry, I got distracted by a comment on Brooklyn Nine-Nine. But Sonic characters saying, why is Shadow missing his quill stripes? Listen. Listen, I was doing everything shorthand. It's a storyboard.
Like, it's like, you can still tell that Shadow, shut up.
Let's check it out. Yeah! Oh, look at him go. I love Rocket Knight. What a cool design. Oh, cute! I miss Rocket Knight. I guess I don't have to anymore. This is awesome. We have to play Rocket Knight. Oh, cool. Concept art. You kidding me? That's freaking cool.
That was very Sonic-y.
Well, it's like Sonic meets
on the beach.
Metal Slug.
Yeah. Punching.
Damn, why is Rocket Knight such a cool game? Why has no one made any more Rocket Knight?
Well, they have. Here it is.
But this is like a re-release.
Yeah.
It's not like this is a new Rocket Knight. This is old Rocket Knight re-released.
Why aren't he and Sonic friends?
Look, this is exactly the style that I'm going for. Look, here it is. Here it is. This is what we're going for.
Was that on the SNES or something?
It looks like Mega Drive, but
Mega
that's
Drive.
a
Nice.
Japanese case.
Ah, I get you. Nice.
There is, yeah. Now he's. I like how that's like pretty much the same image, but now he just looks pissed. He's one bad day away from going and bopping everyone with his sword. Damn, that's awesome. Good job. The animation in that trailer is awesome. I'm going to have to go through it properly later. But congratulations. That's such a cool project to be part of. Rocket Knight's awesome. What an underrated character. Yeah, Onster agreed. Him, Sonic, and Klonoa should work together. I heard you refer to him as a mouse the other day, Doig, and I have to tell you that Rocket Knight isn't a mouse. I'm pretty sure he's a possum.
I never referred to them as a mouse. What are you talking about?
I thought so. I thought you were like the mouse in that trailer, and I'm like, Rocket Knight isn't a mouse.
I remember.
I think you'd like Rocket Knight. Yeah, the reason there's probably not more is because it's owned by Konami. Does Konami hate making more games of things they've already made games of? Teg Regib Regib! Emok no SEO trot. There we go. So you see we've got all these fuzzy edges from the fact that I made this 5 centimeters by 5 centimeters.
Wait, did you just fucking sake.
Okay.
I've been patiently waiting to tell you what the options were.
Have?
Yes.
I didn't know. You weren't saying anything. So
because you were watching the fucking rocket trailer
sorry,
the entire
boy.
time.
I'm sorry.
I was about to be like, okay, can we do the image enlarged thing?
Okay, I do it now. Centimeters. Scale 2. Okay, what is it?
So what have we got there?
Smooth edges bilinear. Hard edges nearest neighbor.
Clear edges by cubic. Photoshop has a bunch of bicubics, but one's bicubic smoother and one's bicubic sharper. And that doesn't say...
Which?
If you guys know better for clip, what one would you choose if any clip users? Which one would you use for enlarging images? Because there's not a clear translation between the two.
Hudson says he's a possum? I think so. He like hangs upside down by his tail, right? Off a tree.
If the one that you chose looked good, just go with it.
I mean, I don't know if it looked good. I want to choose one which looks best, you know? So I'm not gonna choose anything until you give me the go ahead.
I don't know.
I refuse to make the decisions today on 2 hours sleep. I'll make the wrong one and then I'll regret it forever.
Image size type is best for scaling up in Clip Studio Paint.
Who needs games when Pachinko brings in cash? Oh, so like, what does Konami make most of its money from Pachinko machines instead? Link is in chat. Oh, okay, let's see. Thank you very much for the pin. I'm reading it now. Okay, I see it. Okay. Smooth edges bilinear. This method blends the colours of neighbouring pixels to create smooth outlines, boundaries between colours. However, outlines may become blurred depending on the image. Hard edges nearest neighbour. When interpolating the image, the pixels in the image are duplicated. Since the colours are not affected by neighbouring pixels, outlines and boundaries between colours remain sharp. However, outlines may become jagged depending on the image. Clear edges bicubic. This method blends the colours of neighbouring pixels to create smooth outlines, boundaries between colours. This method results in stronger outlines compared to the smooth outline setting. However, white noise may appear around outlines depending on the image. Okay, we don't want that. High accuracy. The average colours of the pixels are strictly calculated and contained for each pixel after the transformation. Scaling up makes the line sharper and scaling down makes the line smoother. Even detailed lines can be transformed smoothly when scaling the image down. However, this method can result in blurred outlines and can take a long time to process depending on the image. So those are the options we have.
Okay.
Yeah, Eric, I am going to go over the whole image and fix... Well, at least I'm going to go over the edges, you know? Just the edges and fix those. But I want to give myself the easiest start possible.
I feel like hard edges might be better.
Hard edges.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's probably going to give you the least.
Noise.
Yeah, it's going to add the least kind of like anti-aliasing buff gump for the edge.
Okay, so here we are. So this is what I got to fix now. Is all these little jaggedies.
Yeah.
Which I can do. So I'm going to use a pen to fix them, I think.
Okay.
That'd be the easiest way. And I'm going to try and contain them within each of their respective... Oh, I did! Thank you, Planet Chaos! I'm going to try and keep them within all their respective layer groups. I am just going to do something over the top, but I'm going to try and keep it, you know, as editable as possible, I guess I'd say. So let me do Swift first. Got a big old layer stack to Swift. I'm going to pop over the top Swift edge painting. Or Swift scaled edge painting. Alright, and now we can have at it.
Nice.
So hopefully this will be easy. It's the color profile in CMYK. I don't think you can do that in CSP. Once you save it, it comes out of CMYK again. But luckily for us, the place that I'm sending it to print asks for it in RGB anyway. So.
Oh, that's...
Yeah. They apparently have printers that get better color accuracy if you put RGB images into it. So that's okay.
Weird, but the hoodie that you got came out okay.
Yeah, it did. Okay, let me see. Oh, look how smooth. Look how smooth that line is compared to those lines. So this is our life now. I'm going to super zoom in since it's so much smoother than I anticipated. Okay, cool.
Yeah, because I upscaled it before you upscaled it again. So now we're super smooth.
Yeah. Rio, you're right though. And Martina's right that CMYK is usually preferred. Because most printers use CMYK. In fact, all printers use CMYK.
I mean, going to train, you're saying that at the beginning of the process.
What's
I
that
think
now?
Going to train says, Swift, you have so much patience. And I was like, well,
Yeah, give
she's
me
just
10
begun.
minutes.
Yeah.
And we'll see how much patience I have.
It might be stubbornness at this point.
At this point, I made a design. I spent 2 days making this design. I don't want to have to bin this design simply because, for some reason, I managed to make it 5 centimeters by 5 centimeters. Like, I refuse. I refuse to die like this.
Mars Wyvern said, in response to you having so much patience, is, were you watching Kingdom Hearts yesterday?
Listen, I tried everything I could to get that fruit down from the tree.
Yeah.
That thing was not happening.
There was some arbitrary rules bullshit there.
There sure was some stuff they didn't tell you that you needed to know.
I put that clip on our YouTube shorts, and I had to mark that it had profanity in the thumbnail because YouTube's automatic thumbnail system was like, I'm just gonna put fucking across this. I was like, okay, cool. Thanks for picking that and not letting me change that in the thumbnail. So we had like limited visibility, limited ads.
That's why people put asterisks there instead. I think.
Yeah, I think I'll do that in the future. But like, it's just like, hey, you can't change the thumbnail. Also, we're gonna auto pick the one that says fucking in it. Like, Okay, wouldn't have been my choice. I don't know if they just find the midpoint or something. If I could kind of calculate in advance, but yeah. It'd be great if you could like sneak in a frame at the beginning of your video and that would be your thumbnail. It's not about midpoint. Is it just picks something. That's even worse.
Yeah, because then you can't control it.
Yeah.
Then there's nothing you can do.
Thor's thumbnails seem to be pretty good. Like they tend to have something relevant to what the short is in them. And I can only think that it's picking like a I don't know how it picks, but he always seems to have something relevant in the subtitles.
Well, Thor's clips are also very like focused. Like he regularly puts up clips that are like 10 seconds long, 20 seconds long. No chaff in his clips.
No chaff, yeah.
Straight to the point. Yo, what was that?
A follow, I think.
Oh, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome. I may have underestimated the amount of time this is going to take to do.
Okay, I think I'm almost out of ideas.
Oh, what you doing, Doig? Why don't you tell people?
I'm doing a little paper storyboard.
For some events you want to happen on Twitch.
Yeah.
So cool to see you storyboarding.
Thanks. I mean, they're just little thumbnail ideas. I wouldn't call them like proper boards or anything.
That is what yes, that that is a thumbnail pass.
I'm thumbnail passing.
That's what we call a thumbnail pass. That's what we in the business call. See, now I've lost patience. You can tell. Because of the fact that I'm just like fucking whatever, man. I hope it doesn't change the feel of the finished piece too much.
Do you think it might?
Well, it's going to change the lines, you know? It's going to change the way the lines... It's going to change the shape of things.
Right. You could erase in and add.
I don't know how to erase in.
Oh, right, yeah.
Like, to erase in, I'd have to flatten everything.
Yeah.
Which I could do. You know what? I think maybe I might do that.
Maybe... Is the textured airbrush stuff that you've added on its own layer?
Yeah.
Because I wonder if that would be easier to add again.
Reapply. You're essentially at that point, Doig, asking me to completely redo the entire piece from scratch.
Okay, never mind that.
If I'm
then.
repainting all the edges, then redoing all the airbrushing, I'm essentially just redrawing it.
Then don't mind me.
Honestly, though, like, it might be easier. Please back things up if you're going to flatten things down. Yeah. I just hope that even like works, because I'm realizing that a lot more stuff is pixelated than
Yeah.
just the edges.
Yeah, everything inside is.
Like, is it gonna look weird if I fix the outside lines to make it look smooth, but all the interior texture is super pixelated?
You could try and make a flattened copy and use an image upsizer site. That might take some of the pixelation off.
Yeah,
I've never heard of those. Should we try that? So
I
that
think it's like an AI thing, but that's something I'm kind of okay with using AI for, since I've already done all the work. Just fucking did it the wrong size, didn't I? But yeah, we could try that. See if it takes some of the work off. Because this is it's gonna take a really long time, and even after I've done it, I'm a little worried
they won't have the right effect.
that it'll look weird because the edges will be sharp, but all of the interiors will be pixelated. It'll look kind of like a bad print that's been cut out, you know?
I changed stuff on the upscaled version.
Yeah?
I'm just
What was your
thinking.
point?
My point is, if we use the upscaler that people are recommending, then we've already upscaled it manually. So probably better to upscale
The original.
the original. Yeah,
The tiny one.
yeah. Also, you were trying to replicate some of the lighting that I added as like glow layers and stuff. That might be making it harder for you to.
Well, I have to do that. Like, I don't really have a choice. How else would you do it?
Yeah, I'm not sure. Like, take my glow layer off and then I don't know.
Right, this gives me the most control,
Yeah.
but it's gonna be hard. Has anyone linked in a upscaler?
Yeah.
Okay,
Once did.
let's give it a shot.
Okay, let me NDA you. So
I'm
you
gonna
can.
zoom out a little bit. Ba-ba-ba. You've used it for a long time. That's cool. Let's see. Choose a file. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. I can't believe I've done this. I'm such an idiot.
It's okay, Swifty. Like,
I know. I've been over it before. It's just like I swear that I was so careful about choosing the correct size. Obviously not careful enough though. Style artwork, yes. Noise reduction. Expect JPEG artifact. None, because I want noise on it. Upscaling 2 times. I'm not a robot. This is true. Do I press convert or download?
I'm not sure.
Do, 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 do. So then do I...
Convert opens it into a new tab. Download prompts the download pop-up. So download is what you want, probably.
Okay.
Night, pal, bro.
Night, pal, bro.
Oh, by the way, this is the ambient audio that you guys heard earlier. It's just from Secret of Mana. Let me see what. Okay, I'll just delete this one from the playlist.
Do you think I should do you think I should choose 2 times Onster? Or do you think I should choose the 4 times with the little rocket next to it? I'm assuming that's like experimental. It opens into a new window and says an experimental in-browser version of Waifu 2 times.
I don't know. Alright, is it safe to show what you're looking at? Or are you just looking at your design over there?
Yeah, you can show what I'm looking at.
You don't have any tabs or anything that's gonna...
No.
So that version that you're using there is before I made changes. You cool with that?
Well, I know, but that's what you told me to use.
Okay, cool.
You literally said use the original version.
Okay. I was just pointing out that... Yeah, it's probably fine. It'd be better to upscale the original before, yeah.
Tile 64. I don't know what that means. TTA? I don't know what that means. Alpha channel? I don't know what this means. I do need... What is it?
You're asking me these questions, I can't see what you're saying. I can't see.
It just says here tile 64. TTA. And I don't know what those mean. Yeah, there you go. I do need to take off the title anyway, though. Because that's not done. And I'm not going to be able to adjust it if it's over the top of everything like that.
This is it processing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Doig's impressed.
That's definitely giving you a step forward.
Yeah, it's doing a good job of smoothing the edges.
Still a little weird, but...
Yeah, it's still a little weird, but there's less to neaten up,
Yeah.
which is very cool.
That looks like it's a different color now.
Well, it's on
I
a
think it's
different
just
monitor.
different monitor, right?
Yeah. Yeah, this is neat, Onster. Thank you very much. I think this is going to help a lot. Because it's not just neatening the edges. It's definitely making me realize how messy my painting is.
Crazy.
Yeah. Look at this shit. You won't believe this shit. Look at all these little smudges and stuff I got everywhere. But look how nice it's making those edges. Pretty impressive,
I'm glad you're not about to do all that manually now.
right? Thank you, Monster. You've saved my butt. I do need to make sure that I save it out without the title on it, though. I think it makes sense to save it without your adjustments. Since your adjustments were... You didn't adjust any colours, did you? You literally only put glows on things.
No, I adjusted colors.
Did you?
Yeah,
I'm going to worry about it.
I did a rim light.
Wait, what's that noise? Can you NDA me for a sec? Maybe a video started playing in the background. Sorry, guys. Let me check.
Yeah, I did. You're muted now, so don't worry about it.
What? Well, don't mute me. Like,
No, as in your audio from your computer is muted now, so you don't have to rush to find it and turn it off or anything. It sounded
Okay.
like high rollers.
that makes sense. Can you NDA me so I can go and get it and turn it off? Thank. There they are. It's the high rollers.
I could recognize the voice.
Okay, there you go. Keep me NDA'd though. For I will now go and save this out.
I'm so setting this up. today.
Saying what up?
Little stream deck for you so you can NDA yourself.
Oh, thank you.
Because
I
I
love
am
that.
so tired.
I would love that. Thank you. Okay.
Yeah, I think also AI is such a misattribution. Like fucking AI has like AI programming is like with your enemies, they have enemy AI. It's the like the NPC's ability to make decisions given input from what's happening in the current game state. And it's like, and now like, oh, suddenly games are using AI in them. And it's like, they've been using them for like fucking 25 years. It's just an art. It's so fucking stupid.
What do you think I should do regarding your changes, Doig? Should we apply them afterwards?
Well, you could downscale my layers and then add them. I think the rim light's probably easy to add. You know what? I'll just adjust it again. And don't worry about it. You just like fix up the image as you have it. Yeah.
Okay. No problem.
Yeah. Yeah, the ethics problem, it's like, is the output from the AI generative stuff dependent on like the unethical sourcing of like stuff that you do to people are just like, the training data, is it taken without permission? Because that's the hard won efforts of a lot of individuals collectively just being like stolen and regurgitated to I made a tweet recently which was that like, if you take a whole bunch of authors' work, you throw it into a big blender, and then like an AI regurgitates parts of it out to a user, that user is going to have no idea that the ideas, thoughts, concepts, or anything that they're seeing is attached or attributed to an author. And that means that the author loses the ability to connect with an audience that they need to connect with in order to continue and sustain themselves creating more work. And breaking that chain is unethical. It's fucking evil.
What do you think about this kind of AI use though, Doig? The one that I'm using right now.
This is just processing your one image and upscaling it. That's absolutely fine.
You don't think it's pulling any data from anywhere else?
No, this is literally looking at your image and trying to apply a process of smoothing to it. It's there's no training data needed for this.
You don't think?
Nope.
It's cooking, guys. It's cooking.
I went home over the winter break, and my sister was using GPT like it was Google, and I was like, "What are you doing?
Yeah.
Why are you like?"
It was wild to see someone type questions into ChatGPT like it was Google. Like asking it questions like, "How do you cook this? What do you do for a burn?" Like asking ChatGPT, it's like you realize that's just stringing sentences together in what it thinks is a likely combo. It doesn't actually know anything.
Of
like it could be giving you completely false information.
There were some things that my siblings said to Swifty that they just stated as straight up like, "Oh, this is this fact," and then Swifty was like,
I'm gonna check.
"I'm gonna check that. That sounds wild
that's a
and
strange
weird."
fact.
And then like looked up statistics on certain things, and just like Googled, you know, there was some, I think there was one of them that I can say it was like, not to use extra virgin olive oil to cook with. That's for salads. And it's like, chefs, predominantly love to use extra virgin olive oil in a lot of dishes. And we're like, oh,
Yeah.
cool, you can cook with it then.
There's a myth that because it has a lower burning point, it's bad for you, but
Or bad
it
for
doesn't
the
ever
cooking
reach
process.
the burning point may be lower, but it very, very rarely ever reaches that in cooking. So it doesn't actually affect it. See, they've convinced people that AI is intelligent. AI is just collaging stuff together that humans have made. But the differences between a human and an AI is an AI can't introspect and think, hey, is that right?
The AI
it has
thing,
no clue what it's saying.
the AI thing to me is just like like it's a buzzword. You may as well call it like, fucking, what, cumulative generative
Yeah, you might as well just call it
blender
generative.
results.
Yeah, just computer image generation or something.
Well, it's not just it's not just images anymore.
Automated generation or something.
It's voice, it's writing, it's media, it's fiction.
Replication and generation.
Here's the thing though. I feel like collectively, depending on something to solve problems for you is like removing your ability to problem solve. Like if you keep relying on a convenient way to solve a problem, you're not going to build
Well, it's not even just
like
a
the neural
convenient-
network you would need to continue to solve your own problems later.
It's not even a convenient way to solve the problem though, because it will often give you the incorrect solution to solving the problem, because it doesn't know what is correct and what is incorrect. All it knows is people often put this word after this word, and this is an excerpt from this person's essay that they wrote on their blog on.
Well, yeah, but I'm
on
saying like
DeviantArt.
I'm saying like instances where it's like, oh, ChatGPT, can you explain this to me in a simpler way? It's like, fucking grapple with the original a little
also,
bit.
it doesn't know. Again, it's rewording stuff, but it doesn't know that where it's pulling its information from is accurate or true. So it could just be giving you incorrect stuff and making your thing worse. If you don't do the research yourself, you won't know.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure math teachers tried this logic as it relates to calculators. Yes, mental arithmetic. If you've never done mental arithmetic in your life, you're going to be bad at mental arithmetic. If
I
you've
think-
depended on a calculator to do like 5 + 5.
It's very different for a calculator though, because maths has a correct and incorrect answer. A lot of things that people are asking ChatGPT for
This is
don't.
Brexit all over again.
Like, a lot of things people are asking ChatGPT for are either subjective or they have multiple answers. Things like, hey, how do I treat a burn? Like, there are multiple ways you can do that. You know, it's a bit more complicated than what's 5 + 7. So being given incorrect information about that is it's like more likely to happen because there isn't just an agreed upon consent, like there's not an agreed upon answer for it, like there is with 5 + 7. You're more likely to get maybe some weird home remedies or people's philosophies coming into it.
Yeah, we were playing a board game yesterday and we were using a calculator to calculate scores. But I used the calculator to double check my score. I did my score in my head. I was like, I got 36. Can you check? But there were others in the group that were like, I'm going to use a calculator for this. Like, okay. It's just 4 or 5 numbers that you have to add and then subtract one at the end, but yeah, okay.
That's very funny, Rio. Didn't the author who won the highest award in Japanese literary admit her book about the troubles of AI used AI to help write it after the judges said it was one of the best books ever written?
Oh, God.
Amazing. Good job. Yes, Blue says I was applying for a new job this weekend and so many people told me to use ChatGPT to write my cover letter. No thanks, I'll write something myself. Right?
Your
like,
cover
it's
letter
the new
is
thing is like
demonstration of your ability. Like,
it's a generational thing though. It's like definitely like your younger siblings were all just like, I don't use Google anymore. I just type my question into ChatGPT. or if I want to write something, I'll type into ChatGPT. An example is that Doig's brother got us a really, really cool present for Christmas, which was he gave us like a health plan for the whole family to follow so everyone could be in better health. But he got stuck on how to simplify and format it. So he got ChatGPT to do it for him. And that thing is pretty difficult to read through.
I actually don't know if he did or didn't get it to reformat it.
But Doig and I had to reformat it ourselves on our end to make it like more easily readable, because everything was just in one big long paragraph chunk.
Yeah, there were no line breaks and there was no bolds. There was nothing to kind of like I made it so that you could glance at the sheet and get the important information fast. And I was like,
Yeah.
I was trying to be helpful, but I was doing it for us. There was punctuation, but it was like, point 1, and then there was a slight indent, and then it was like A, and then multiple bullet points for A, B, C, D. But like, it was just all sandwiched together.
I guess the thing we're trying to say is using ChatGPT or AI to do things for you often means you don't get as good a result. And, so maybe don't. But if you have to, then at least double check it afterwards. Like, at least once you've got ChatGPT to do it, like, cast your eye over it and make adjustments. Just, to make sure you're happy with it and you're saying things the way you want to, rather than relying on it.
But here's the thing, like, if for most problem solving, you have some inputs, you have like, here's a bunch of information, then there's a process, and then there's a result at the end is the output.
Screen, by the way, I now have the upscaled version in Clip Studio.
Cool.
And I'm starting to go over it. You can see it's much cleaner.
Tis good. You have the inputs, like the information that you receive. Let's say you're like, okay, here's a puzzle to solve. Here's the inputs. Here's like, there are 5 grapes, but you need to give Percy 3 grapes, and whatever. Okay, and then there's the process of doing it, and then there's the result at the end, which is the answer to the problem that you're solving, or the riddle. If you've done that sort of riddle like thousands of times, you're gonna be like, oh, I get it. Like, you can kind of like piece things together, and you'll have that kind of mental agility. Okay, and then this AI thing comes along that can kind of be like, oh, I can solve that for you, and you're like, cool, that's really convenient. I've done this thousands of times before, but if I can do it faster, then that's going to help me in the long run, because I'll be able to solve more problems.
Yeah.
So you have that generation. And then you have the next generation who have never solved 1,000 things before, but they have this tool that has solved it 1,000 times before. And they're like, well, I don't need to figure it out. This is my concern. I don't need to figure it out. I can just use this tool. And then they get the result at the end, and they're like, cool, I've solved it. And you're like, no, you haven't solved it. And you don't know how it was solved. You just know what the answer is that you assume is correct. But do you have the experience to parse whether it's correct? And that's the same thing. Can you reformat this document? Because I don't know how to reformat it. Cool, it's reformatted for you. Do you know if it's a good reformat, or whether it's just changed? Has it changed for the better? Has it changed for the worse? Do you have a gauge on how well it's performed, or are you just relying on something that you don't understand the process of? And my concern is, the more this is adopted, the more this is used, and the more this replaces tools that we already have that help us solve those problems, the more heavily reliant that people become on these convenient things, the less we will rely on ourselves.
Here's me devil's advocating, okay? Because I think all your points are very valid, and I'm kind of on your side with this. Like, you know how I feel about it. I feel like it's very, very cool technology currently being misused. I think it has great potential to be helpful, but is not currently being helpful. Currently, it's just being used to steal and undermine people who are working very hard to make cool things for other people. But You sound like the last generation sounded about automation coming into industry. Like, I feel like I've heard this from 50-year-olds being like, back in my day, we used to have to do the physical labor ourselves. And then we all got replaced by the machines in the factories, and now no one knows how to work hard anymore. The next generation doesn't know how to grind. And there was an integrity that we got from having to put our noses to the grindstone. And honestly, sometimes they're like, there's an integrity we get from being mistreated at work and abused by people that gave us harder skin that the next generation doesn't have, because they didn't have to go through that. And everyone should have to go through these horrible experiences in order to harden themselves up and like man up and get through it, and you know, be tough and be rough, and you're all a bunch of sissies now and everything.
Okay.
Like, and I think that argument from the previous generation is stupid. So my question is, what makes this different?
I think from what you're saying is like, how does my argument
point as well?
Okay, and at a certain point, at a certain level, they had valid points. Like people are going in the chat, like, the car.
Elizabeth bombed us with 100 bits. Software development house's leadership seems hell-bent on replacing junior developers with AI, but this creates an incredible problem. AI can't replace senior developers who have domain-specific knowledge and institutional knowledge. But if AI replace
junior devs, there is no path for those junior devs to become senior devs. When the seniors retire or leave for other jobs, everything's going to shit the bed. But hey, the CEO's bonus increases 220% for a few years, so no problem, right? What I was gonna say is, you were like, oh, back in my day.
Back in my day, yeah.
So progress continues to progress.
Progress gonna progress.
Progress is gonna progress.
Yeah.
I give you that. But like,
it's gonna hate.
The horse and cart example that in chat were like, oh, cars are gonna ruin the horse and cart market, or industry or whatever. Doig wins.
It's like a metaphor for the argument. Go on.
The more that we have utilized cars over time has resulted in like a lot of fossil fuels being used and a lot of damage to the environment because of that. Like, it's like, wow, you wouldn't take a horse and cart, would you? You just use a car. And it's like, yeah, cars are more convenient. Also, all of these other things that cars do. And so I think...
I mean, I would still say that it would be pretty difficult to have a motorway with everyone using fucking horse and carts.
Well, we just wouldn't... Yeah, we wouldn't have built motorways through...
Yeah, how would we get anywhere, Doig?
Yeah, yeah. The pros and cons of modernization of everything.
Yeah.
I'm saying some of the cons, like, if one of the cons is trains, just take a fucking train. Why are you driving between cities?
The future, yes.
If one of the downsides of this is that brains don't work less good,
yeah, go on.
Then that's
eloquently put.
Yeah, then that's a big kind of generational impact. You know, like
here's one of my problems. Okay, with to jump to devil's advocate, my own devil's advocate, by saying what I actually think. I think that a big difference between what the last generation's argument was and what this generation's problem is with AI is a lot of the previous generation's problem was having labor be replaced, which is still like bad for people who are in labor jobs for sure. But we're talking now about creative arts being replaced, and creative arts is really what influences the culture in a really big way. And creative arts is literally something where you're meant to be channeling your humanity and your thoughts into things. Mm-hmm. So automating that to AI machines to make those creative decisions for you, I think, is a very different thing to getting a machine to stack things instead of a person.
Yeah.
Right, because machine stacking instead of people puts people out of jobs, which is terrible. It does mean less injuries. It means less human error in those departments. It does mean sometimes you get problems with the machines where they break down and stuff. It has its own problems. But in terms of replacing art directors and artists and background artists and storyboarders and script writers, now you're putting the future things that are created by people in order to push and challenge society into the hands of AI trained on the way that society currently is.
Yeah, and that's a downward spiral.
They're gonna put out things that already exist, that they've scraped around from things that are popular or that currently exist. And the problem with that is that you're just going to keep reinforcing the status quo and making it worse and worse into a giant Ouroboros rabbit hole. Mm-hmm. You need stuff like art to be guided by people with ideas and intent.
Yes.
Not generated by something which has no mind of its own.
Yeah, I saw a comment on generative AI. Like, it's like, well, if it looks good, why are you complaining? It was like,
it's not only about it looking
it's not
good.
about only aesthetics.
You know, it's not just about, well, I like the way it looks, so it must be okay.
It's like, it looks good because it's based on other things which look good. But those look good because of X, Y, Z, all these reasons. Yeah, they were saying that when AI referenced itself, it just kind of downward spiraled into, like... Here's the thing, like...
Well, they've literally said they're currently, like...
Beals_Bolt says this looks great.
Thank you, Beelzebult. Midjourney are currently in a trial where they've said, like, we need to train this on copyrighted material or it will be shit.
Yes.
Like,
please let us continue to steal things from you, otherwise our product will suffer.
Yes, it
like,
won't work.
Really?
Uh-huh.
That's a bad business model then.
Yeah, it seems to me like you've just admitted that you need to steal things to be profitable.
Yeah, please make us exempt from these rules, because otherwise we'll,
we won't make money. And we want to make money.
The thing is, it's just greed and convenience that is usurping connection. That's the one. It's replacing connection for convenience.
Yeah.
Like talking to another human being.
Why would you work on yourself if
Why?
you're a better person and go out and meet people to date when you could just have an AI girlfriend and not have to work on yourself or learn to be social or connect with people?
You know what I think it is? I think it's just introverts ruining the world.
No, it's not. Introverts are great. Introverts are great.
As an introvert myself, I'm just like, okay, cool. I would rather go to a machine and scan my own things in a shopping. Like when I go to a store, I would rather go to a machine and scan them myself than go to a teller and have them and have to interact with someone that I don't know.
I get that. It just has to be like, the thing is.
But all those people that I don't know, they used to have like so many other, like more jobs in the supermarket.
The thing is, introverts are great. But just like being an extrovert, like if you go too far in one direction where you're falling off the end of the scale, you become a problem. Like, introverts who are very self-entitled but refuse to like and think that everyone owes them, like that's a problem. Extroverts who just want attention all the time and will cause problems for other people in order to get it are a problem. Like, just don't go too far off either end. That's the key.
I was joking with the introverts thing.
Yeah, I get you. Tim says, wait, I can get an AI girlfriend? I don't even need Emlet. Oh shit. What have we done?
I think I'm gonna switch track here and laugh at the argument put forth that AI generated stuff democratizes creating.
Oh, do we even have to like dignify that with?
Well, I'm gonna use that as a launch pad because it's like, oh, we want to allow more people to create more things, and my shitty take on that is, we don't need all of that. The world doesn't need the world doesn't need 1,000 or 1,000,000 times the output it currently has. We are drowning. We're drowning in this thing.
Mediocrity.
We're drowning. Yeah, we're drowning in like.
And mediocrity is a sin. So.
Oh God.
Catfish said that, not me.
The world doesn't need your shitty ideas.
Are you dying?
Yeah.
They've done it. The AI has finally killed Doig.
Swifty was looking at a store on Fourth Wall earlier, because Swifty's like doing research about like, oh, I want to try and make our store cooler, and someone, I'm not going to name drop, I'm not going to link or anything.
I can't, yeah. I don't even remember the name, so don't.
But Swifty saw a site and they were like, oh, this is cool. Oh, cool. And then it was like, wait, the full collection? That looks like 7 pieces of art from the same prompt. Oh, I've stumbled upon an AI artist's store, and they're selling products based off that AI generative art. But the artist bio is the part that really like sinks the nail in what I would consider this coffin, which is that, oh, for a long time I what was it? Can you remember?
I don't know, Doig. I don't want to like.
Okay, but here's the thing.
I don't want to get at like, you know, people
no,
who.
My teeth's out.
Put them away. Like, I'm not going to target other artists. Like, I think if other artists do it, like that's a bad choice. But
yeah, but
I'm looking at the people who are pushing it in the first place.
But here's the thing. It's like for a long time, they haven't felt like they could, make stuff until this technology came along, and now they can make so much stuff, and they're like.
They sure can.
Yeah, this is the thing. I think it was like, oh, they're having so much fun being creative again, and it's like. Okay.
It's like, well, you were saying you can look at the pieces and name the two artists that have been
I was like, that looks like
pushed together.
Yeah, that looks like a ripoff of this artist and this artist. And it's like, okay, so you haven't felt like your work was up to scratch. And instead of embracing that feeling, which is what you
all artists have to do.
Which is what you have to embrace. My work isn't where I want it to be.
It never will.
How do I improve? Rather than kind of like pushing through that feeling, which you need to push through. Like that people
everyone needs to push through. I think it's a myth that some people think, some people don't. That they just are good at art and that's it.
Yeah.
And that they're just happy and good at it and they can just do it all the time. And it's like, no, everyone needs to struggle with this. Everyone feels like they can't do it.
And I think people like rebound off of that, and they're like, oh, I'll never be good enough. Yes, that's an actual human feeling.
Yeah.
Feel it. Let it flow through you.
Let it push you forward rather than stop you.
Yeah, let it push you forward. How do I improve? What can I learn? Who can I talk to? What books can I look for? Like, get it to make you curious. Get it to make you like seek out. And now in the middle of the journey, there's this fucking monument to convenience, which is just like, hey, don't worry about it. Just write a description into this, and you can
tell me which artist you want to draw like.
And you can make everything you could ever dream of, and then it's suddenly like, wow.
I can make it for you.
Yeah.
You just tell me like you're a client and I'm an artist what you want, and you get as many rounds of feedback as you want.
And I do feel like that's a really like it's tragic, honestly.
Well, yeah, I'm not worried about it is the thing. Because you're never going to be able to make artists who enjoy doing it because they enjoy doing it stop doing it.
I
still
I
think it's
think-
really important to push back on it
I think it's
and fight.
well, yeah. I think it's an additional thing
But I don't think
that
I'm not worried that it's ever gonna stop artists from making cool stuff.
I think it is discouraging. It is discouraging people.
Yeah, but there's always going to be people who aren't discouraged. Like, I'm never going to be discouraged by
It's-
AR. It's
well,
not
yeah,
going to affect what I do.
You
at all.
aren't. You aren't. But like, I think it's the double-edged sword. It's going to discourage the people from like struggling on the path. You know, it's going to discourage people who are like sitting with that feeling and trying to push forward, and it's going to encourage people who aren't sitting with that feeling to push forward. And there's this kind of that therein lies the true tragedy of all of this is that like one, it's stealing ideas, concepts, approaches, like execution
that has to stop.
from people who are trying to make things that they want that are unique and meaningful, and at the same time it's pushing forward people who don't value that the don't value that it's like results driven people versus process driven people.
Yeah, it's like you can get a really like nice old dude to carve you a wooden table that he spends 400 hours on and is like artisan and really made with care and love, and he's put his labor and put his time and life into. Or you can buy one from IKEA and it gets here faster. Like, it does the same thing.
And you can put your coffee mug on it.
And you can put your coffee mug on it. And you know, sometimes it's hard to argue with that. I think the stealing is really where I'm drawing the line here. Because I'm not worried about the creative process aspect of it as much, because like just as someone who isn't going to care what AI is doing, because I'm doing my own thing over here and enjoying it, you know, but the whole using artist stuff without permission, that needs to be defended, that needs to stop, and people's jobs need to be defended from it.
Yeah.
Sorry, my face tracking went off, but don't worry about it, it's fine. Anyway, we've been ranting a long time about it. Yeah, I don't think it's as dire as some people think it is, because I have a lot of faith in artists, but I do think it's dire enough that the fighting that people are doing against it is really warranted and needs to be supported and done. It's important. It's especially important in the early phases right now that we establish rules and boundaries with it ASAP. The whole reason it's managed to get so far stealing people's work is because there weren't boundaries and stuff in place for it.
There was no balances and checks in place, and then every user that's used it has added to the machine.
Yeah. Let's all take up carpentry. Carpentry could be kind of fun.
Yeah, the world doesn't need your shit ideas, but you need them. You need your shit ideas to push you upwards. You need to make bad work for a long time until that work starts to shine. And then the ideas, they have some merit to them. Then they start to resonate with people. And then
I'm also always
sometimes you'll have a good idea and you share it with someone and they're like, man, that's a good idea. And you're like, oh, what is this feeling? What is this feeling I'm having right now?
Every single piece of work that has inspired me and become one of my favorite pieces of work was someone's labor of love. It was something that meant something to someone very deeply. It's the things which are my favorite things are never the things that played it safe and marketed themselves to the mass audiences and were the things that were approved because they would definitely make a lot of money. They're the things that took risks, that people had to fight to get made. And they're the ones with the human and artist touches. Like, I'm not interested in Sumo Cat on Netflix or whatever it's called, where it's just these two successful things that mesh together because they thought it'd be profitable. I'm interested in, you know, Arcane, where the animation studio and storyboard studio had such a labor of love bringing that thing to life and trying to make it awesome.
Didn't they go back to the drawing board a number of times because it just wasn't working to begin with?
So.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly, Star Spikes. I agree. It's a nice, concise way of saying what I was trying to say. Like, those are the things that inspire me and make me want to make stuff, and they're the things which I think inspire generations of people and artists.
Yeah, this adapt or die mentality is...
Well, adapt or die sure is life, but we are adapting to AI. It just might not be in the way that the AI bros hope that we are.
You're interested in Samurai Pizza Cats because it's clearly a label of love and not random keywords popular with kids in the 90s smashed together. I mean, you could smash them together and then execute well on the concept.
Yeah. I mean, you've got a point, but like Sonic the Hedgehog is one of my favorite series. And, you know, that guy was literally just created to be a rival to Mario. They just wanted to rival Mario. But the writing of the show itself, like... it's so good. It's like had so much love put into it. You can tell the people who work on it really cared about it. You can tell that stuff. I like to hope when you watch stuff like Starlight Brigade, you can tell how much your team really cared about it as well. You know? Samurai Pizza Cats had a very cool opening. But I'd be lying if I said that that's made a lasting impression on me. Like, some of those things are visual aesthetics that have stuck with me, and some of them are like meaning and story aesthetics that have stuck with me.
Ooh, I should try and find the Mega Man Legends soundtrack.
Oh yeah, that'd be rad.
Bet you that has some bangers.
Yeah, that's true, Star Spikes, exactly. There's intention. Intention is so important.
Tib says, gosh, whoever the guy was that made Starlight Brigade, he did a great job. I like to imagine the characters are the band members.
That's so good. I don't know if that's like a specific comment or just an amalgamation of a lot of the comments on the video.
Isn't it?
It's very good. Yeah, that is most of the comments on Starlight Brigade. Oh, it's the guy with the mustache, Aaron.
Most of the team for Starlight Brigade were girls.
The animator on this is goated. It's like, it's a team. It's a team, and they're all goated. Oh, Duper says, so while editing the Kingdom Hearts stuff, I discovered I have a power, guys. When I do a silly Mickey voice, but then turn it up to 2 times speed, I become the mouse. Wait, what's the mouse? What's the mouse? I'm so scared.
You know who the mouse is.
But Duper said when doing a silly Mickey voice. So it implies that the mouse and Mickey are separate.
What's Mickey's full name?
Mickey Mouse.
Mickey the Mouse.
Oh, it sounded too good. Oh, so you did an impression and it was just kind of okay, and then you sped it up and you were like, wait, now I'm him.
Your Mickey and your Tigger impression.
My Tigger impression was really bad.
Shook my bones. No,
I was
the Tigger one was good.
I was very surprised that you were like, "That's really good, Swifty," because I could hear myself talking and it didn't sound good.
Did anyone watch the Winnie the Pooh section on Saturday's stream?
It did not
Back
sound
me
good
up
at
here.
all.
The Tigger was good.
No, literally blowing smoke up my ass.
It had all
And I
the right
don't know
energy.
why.
No, it was good. It was great. It had potential.
yeah, exactly, Zenith. Like, it was not there. It wasn't there. Maybe with like a year training, I could get there, but you know. Thank you guys, so I appreciate it.
It was great.
I appreciate you all lying to me. Mickey's easy though is the thing, I feel.
Wasn't one of the voices for Tigger and also maybe Eeyore? I'm not sure. Wasn't that also Pete in the Goofy movie?
Yeah, I think so.
That guy's been around.
He's such a good voice actor.
Yeah.
Like, what the actual heck?
I'm doing it. I'm adding Mega Mans to our playlist.
Snapping Derek says, I still wish Doig committed to the country beast voice.
That beast voice hurt. I'm glad he was not in the party after that.
You like my Donald? I did like all of one line with Donald. I think Doig and I have just both agreed that Donald is just a gremlin.
Yeah.
That whenever we do Donald, we're just going to try and do the most unhinged, like, squeal you can possibly do.
I can't do Donald. My throat can't take it.
Yeah, so we might as well just lean in. Why not? I'm unreasonably excited for Kingdom Hearts 2 now, though.
Yeah?
Since everyone's been like, oh, Kingdom Hearts 2 is even better.
Yeah.
I'm like, I feel like that's probably where they perfected the formula.
Are you ready?
Like
Swift, are you ready?
Am I ready? Yeah. What for? He just punches me. Oh, we Mega Man in.
Yeah.
I think you're gonna activate Onster.
Onster's already pre-activated.
Yeah, Onster's good. Onster is good, except for when she tries to feed me crabs.
This one has singing. This one might get us muted.
Yeah, it probably will get us muted. Actually, we should maybe skip the track.
I love Mega Man Legends. True facts, Mega Man Legends is the only Mega Man's game I've ever played.
Did you like it?
I fucking love that game, dude.
How come you didn't play any more Mega Man games after that?
Because they were different.
Oh, okay, gotcha. They completely changed the formula.
How do I stop the thing where it does random?
Oh, I don't know. That's your music player. I got no clue. You're on your own.
I got it.
Nice.
Okay, so if we have an opening cinematic,
Yes.
should I give it another Cinemachine brain so that I can...
An opening cinematic to the stream.
to the stream, yeah. The thing with the multiple things of the multiple views, or... Because what we currently have is that bombs get fired from a cannon that's attached to the camera. So the camera's swinging out far, but maybe what we want to do is make sub chests not move with the camera, so they always land on the deck. That could be the easy fix.
He's rubber ducking. I don't actually know what he's saying.
That
but
could be the easy fix.
He's gonna find his way out of it.
Yeah.
What did I do?
I think it would be nice if important stuff landed on the deck nicely. But it is convenient that when we're on the deck and we have like maybe the tree view that the chests kind of land in a reliable place. But maybe it would be good if they landed in the same place so we know where to look for them. What do you think?
Me?
You should land on the deck then. You were important stuff. I'm on the deck. I've got a cushion underneath me, but I'm still on the deck.
Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Wow, wow. Wow, wow.
Is Meadow? Don't read chat. Don't read
Okay.
Distracted Senpai.
I am just reading Dupus, who says I have made a clip. Oh, the mouse.
But I'm gonna talk to Distracted Senpai because I know things.
Okay.
Is Metal Gear Solid 2 the one where you play as Raiden for the first time?
Can you put Dupus's clip up so I can hear the Mickey Mouse?
Sure. Okay. I'm also going to say that Metal Gear Solid 2 is the only Metal Gear Solid or Metal Gear game that I played the demo of Metal Gear Solid 1. So I've played the demo, but I've only ever played Metal Gear Solid 2.
Okay.
I did have a quick go of Revengeance. But that was just like one room. I didn't really properly play it. My friend was just showing me the slice 'em up mechanic in that one. But yeah, I completed Metal Gear Solid 2. I had no idea what the fuck was going on or who anybody was though. There was a vampire in Metal Gear Solid 2.
That's not surprising to me. Having seen Metal Gear Solid 5 as my introduction to Metal Gear Solid, I don't think anything being in that game surprises me.
Is that the one that has the horses that parachute up into the air?
It's the one that has Old Snake.
Old Snake.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where he crawls down the corridor and you
I
can
thought
see
that was
right up his
4.
butt. It might be 4. It was the one with V. So I felt like it was 5.
Five is Punish Snake. I don't know. I don't know who Punish Snake is.
It was really good. I was into it as soon as you run into the first area and there's giant machines that moo like cows attacking you.
Really? I think I have it on Steam.
They're like little AT-ATs, but they go moo.
Is it not that he's old because he ages really fast though? It's not like it's like set super.
Oh, is it? You see, I didn't know that. I just thought it was. It must be Metal Gear. Yeah, it's Metal Gear Solid 4 then that I'm thinking of. That was my introduction.
Yeah, because there's a bunch of like, yeah, the cloning process.
You see, I didn't know anything about the cloning process because I hadn't played any of the other games.
How do you not know about the cloning process?
I
There's
guess.
so many snakes, my dude. Do you think they're just a big? His mom.
What? I thought it was
a-
just one person.
We need to play the Metal Gear series. Clearly.
I mean, he's got a brother, hasn't he?
I.
His brother's like, Snake!
Yes, his brother.
Is that his clone?
Well.
I just thought he was his brother. You see, he didn't really explain much in Metal Gear Solid 4. It just kind of goes. And I was just like along for the ride. Brother!
Listen, Snake is like the Doctor Who of video games.
No way. Really?
No.
He's Agent 47.
He's Agent 47 of video games.
Agent 47, Nature's Solid Snake.
We need to play more games. I
Yeah, we
stopped
need to
playing.
play some more
I
Hitman.
stopped playing games after 2005.
Yeah. I stopped playing games when I got a job.
Every conversation with my dad is, "Hey, have you played this yet?" And I was like,
Nope.
"No."
I know it's been out for 12 years, but no, I haven't played it yet. I've been waiting for my chance.
Every time I find a game I like, I'm always playing it on someone else's console, and then bad stuff happened.
What do you mean, Machuga? What are you saying?
I stopped playing Kingdom Hearts 2 because my flatmates evicted me.
Oh, wow.
They were like,
That's a reason.
"We don't want you to live with us anymore. We want to live with Grant now." And I was like, who the fuck
Well,
is
they're
Grant?
lost. You're a great roommate.
And so, yeah, so I couldn't play Kingdom Hearts 2 anymore. And then I was playing through Zelda Twilight Princess, and my flatmate, who owned the game and the Wii, or no, did I own the game? I might have bought the game for their console so I could play it. But then I don't have it anymore. Maybe it's theirs. I don't know. And they left the window open during a particularly rainy period, and the Wii got rained on and didn't turn on anymore. Poof, there goes my Twilight Princess save.
I like that you're like, wow, their console got ruined. Sucks for me.
Well, I have limited sympathy for them because they evicted me as well.
I'm sensing a pattern here, Doug. Do you think maybe you were the problem?
I'm a great house.
That dude who sits there.
You've lived with me for 10 years.
Doesn't clean
Am
anything.
I the problem?
But plays all of my consoles. Keeps buying games for my consoles and playing them, but never cleans the kitchen.
Listen, that time it was that the person I lived with, it was their dad who was the landlord. And I had a year's tenancy, and he didn't contact me about keeping, like, allowing me to continue living there. So in his mind, he was like, well, they have a year, so I'll need to find a new tenant. However, the process by which this transpired and how I learned about this is that I was in the apartment and the only one in the apartment when the doorbell rang, and they were like, hey, I'm here to see about the room. I was like, oh, cool. And okay, this was a 4-bedroom apartment, so I'm like, yeah, cool. Yeah, come in. How's it going? Yeah, which is it? Is it this room? And I point to one of the rooms, and they were like, no, I think it's that room, and point to my door. Points to my door, and I was like,
wow. What a way to find out.
oh.
That's...
Huh.
No, that's... You must be mistaken, sir. That's
Yeah,
my room.
this is where I sleep. And so I'm like, okay, let me email the landlord. And they were like, oh yeah, sorry, I thought you were moving out. And I was like, no. I was like, well, technically I've already signed, the tenancy with this guy,
What?
so you got to go.
Sounds bad. Sounds bad. Student housing for you.
What was really funny at the time, what was really funny both at the time but more so afterwards, is that third room was available, and the dude did move in at first into that room, but that room was smaller and he had a lot of stuff. And so he had to move all of a lot of stuff into that tiny room. So whenever I walked past and the door was slightly ajar, it was like he was living like surrounded by a box fort, and he could get to the bed and he could get to his desk, and that was it.
That dude was not living La Vida Loca.
That was not a great time.
No, that sounds bad.
So I ended
That's
up
distinctly bad.
having to find a new apartment pretty fast after that.
How many times did you get kicked out, Doig? By flatmates?
By flatmates or just generally kicked out of an apartment?
Let's say by flatmates to begin with.
Two
2 times.
1 by flatmates, 2 by landlords.
How many times in general have you been kicked out of a place?
3
times.
3 times.
I mean, I'm always on your side, but I think at 3 it becomes a bit of a pattern,
Listen, what the issue in the first one was
It was me.
no, this was way before you even existed.
Oh no, I was being you.
Oh, no, it wasn't me. Okay, the first time, my girlfriend at the time was a friend of my flatmates, and they're the one that introduced me to them. Okay, but then I think they got really jealous that they were spending more time with me than being a friend to them. Like, admittedly, they didn't introduce me as a romantic partner. They simply invited their friend to hang out, and I was like, they're cool, and things happened. Okay, so I think they got I think they not really, but I think they got really jealous that like they were seeing less of their friend, and eventually they were like, I just want you to go. I hate you now. Also, you
kept playing the console and wouldn't clean the kitchen.
Why do you keep bringing up not cleaning the kitchen?
I just think it's funny.
Okay,
I
wasn't the cleanliest person in the kitchen department. But I also I didn't leave messes. I just wasn't helpful. Because I was like, well, they're all your dishes. I don't really use the kitchen all that much. Like, it wasn't like I was using dishes and then leaving by the sink. I just wasn't helping collectively. But I felt like, hey, you make a mess, you clean it. But apparently wasn't what they wanted to do.
Ah, you were tough when you first joined the party.
I was tough, yeah. But yeah, I'm not a helpful flatmate for sure. I'm not like, oh, don't worry about it, I'll clean everything for you.
You are now, though.
What do you mean?
Literally cleaned the dishes this morning.
Yeah, I rinsed and cleaned the dishes this morning. That's because, like, you've done such a good job with like getting the kitchen all revamped recently that I wanted to be a part of that.
Aww.
And help out.
Thank.
And also, it makes cooking way easier when the dishes are already done.
See you, dupe. Answer says, Doig, I'm sorry about your kitchen trauma.
Yeah, the third time we both got kicked out because our landlord wanted to convert our basement into another apartment, and we couldn't be in the apartment above because they needed to go down and retrofit it or whatever. They needed to make it habitable. Yeah. That was a bad time. That was when
we've described this already, though.
Yeah. Okay. Shorthand for it was, they sent us a letter. We didn't get the letter, and then a week before the 30-day notice was up, they were like, "Hey, we're gonna come and inspect the apartment." Like, cool. What for? And they were like, "It's your exit survey." And I'm like, "Exit survey?"
Well, I think it was like final inspection. And we're like,
What are we exiting? And they were like, "Aren't you moving out in a week?" And we were like, "No, I think it was like, aren't you moving out tomorrow?" type thing. And I was like, "Huh?"
I'm excused.
Huh? They're like, "Yeah, isn't your moving out date tomorrow?" And I'm like, "Huh?" And so we had to bargain and be like, "Can you give us a week?
Give us a week.
At least?" And they were like, "Sure."
Okay.
So we then found a new place, packed up our shit, moved house, and we're in a new place in a week. We had to ask our work to be like, "Hi, we're not going to be able to come into work as often this week as we usually do. You know, the 9 to 5, can we negotiate a little bit of flexibility on that?" And they were like, "What's up?" And we're like, "We have to move apartment in a week." And they were like, "Yeah."
They were like, "We don't really have a choice."
So. We can't really, it would be wrong to say no. And yeah, that was a time. And then we signed with this landlord and this letting agency who went at the point that we were like, we're gonna leave. We're going to Ireland. They were like, "Yeah, cool." And then the landlord got real friendly at that point and just kept turning up to check things and, I don't know, take pictures or
no notice.
Yeah, just like, "Hey, I'm in the area. Can I come around to the apartment?" And it's like,
"No, dude.
We're
at work.
You need to give us 24 notice for that. We're out and everything." And then there was one morning where the letting agent just arranged a flat viewing at 9 a.m. without telling me. And I'm just asleep, and I'm like, "Oh."
Literally like lying in because it's a Saturday and we like don't have to work. And
Yeah.
then there's a knock at the door and we open it and there's a guy in a suit with a clipboard there with 2 people.
Just 2 people. And
we're like in our pajamas.
and they're like, "Hi, we're here for the flat viewing." And I was like, "What flat viewing? I didn't know anything about this." And he was like, "Oh, did we not did we not arrange this beforehand?" I was like, "No, I had no idea you were going to turn up."
We sure didn't.
Like, the apartment is not the apartment is not in a viewable state.
Oh, it sure
and
isn't.
I am not in a viewable state because we were packing and stuff. And like, I'm not in a viewable
also,
state.
I'm in bed.
Yeah, and I've just woken up. And so the guy was like, well, would it be okay, you know how things are, human error. He doesn't say this, but this is like the vibe he's giving off. He's just like, while we're here and I have these 2, tents, and I was like,
Nope.
no, 24 hours notice. And then I look at them and I'm just like the kind of look of like, you want to become tenants with this letting agency? And then I just close the door on them.
And then we yelled about it to each other for like the next 3 hours.
Yeah. This is what to expect. I like, not only was I like, this is not okay, but I'm going to fucking ruin your relationship with these 2 clients in one fell swoop. Well, you did it to yourself.
Yeah.
Why are you punching yourself? Yeah. And then I just closed the door. Like, no, you're
Like,
not
no,
viewing
I'm not,
the apartment.
We're not saying wait for 2 minutes as we like pull on clothes, try and brush our teeth as fast as possible, and run around the apartment putting stuff away for you. It's not happening.
Just have the run eyes. Yeah. They were generally okay aside, like the letting agent were generally okay aside from that, but the landlord really was just like, yo, you moving out? Okay, I'm moving people in as soon as possible.
Yeah, that's the first time that we learned that when you are deciding to move, don't give your notice until you feel you have another place lined up.
Yeah, do not tell your landlord anything until
yeah.
you got stuff secured.
I used to think it was polite and good practice to tell your landlord as soon as you were thinking of moving out to give them plenty of notice.
Yeah.
But I quickly learned after it happened the second time that if you'd say that to your landlord, they will immediately start looking for people to replace you.
Yeah.
Even if you don't have a place. Like, last time I was like, I'm thinking of moving out to the landlord, they were like, okay, so that means that you've given me a month notice, so you have to be out by this day.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh shit, now I have like 3 weeks to find an apartment. I was just letting you know of my plans. I haven't found anywhere yet. So yeah.
Yeah, the kind of more costly way but less stressful way is you just tell them when you have you're moving out. You're like, cool. And even if it costs you an extra, like, that costly way is like you have to pay the extra month's rent, but
No, I think the best way is to find a place first.
And then agree on a moving date with that
Agree on a moving
place.
date like a month later.
Yeah.
Then give your notice.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the way.
Do not tell your landlord ahead of time.
Yeah, you want to be polite and courteous and give people a big heads up, but then no.
Yeah, but then they're like, okay, well, in that case, you've got a viewing next week.
Our landlords
Like,
in this place, though, fucking godsend. They were just like,
So
hey,
nice.
we're just like, hey, we're thinking of moving, and it means that like we're kind of packing up shop in your area. So we would be looking to sell the apartment, but we're telling you like 2 months in advance so that you guys can kind of figure out what you want to do. We're like,
Thank you for the notice.
yeah.
Yeah,
like,
we haven't started the process yet, but we're telling you this is what we're intending to do.
yeah.
And it's like, thank you.
Because they could have easily just been like, here's your 1 month's notice.
Yeah, they could have easily been like, by the way, we're selling and we found someone to buy it, so here's your month notice that we're contractually obliged to give you. I think because they were renters before, they understand the stress.
Yeah. They also let us get cats, which is really nice.
Yeah, they did. I was so scared about that. I thought they were going to say no. But they said yes, and now we have our 2 adorable little bumpkins.
Hello, bunchkins. Okay, so subbies and coffees and bits. Bits maybe not. I think maybe I just have them. Okay, so here's a scenario.
Lay it on me, Doig.
I can keep the cannon that fires things locked to the camera as if it's on the deck, and then when we have the opening thing, we're kind of seeing what's happening on the deck, and you see things getting fired as if from the camera that's still on deck. Or at the beginning of a stream, do you guys want the ability to like throw bombs from far away as if you're like bombing the ship? Like, I'm trying to think what would be better. But yeah, as I said, I'm trying to solve the issue that subchests just fall into the sky.
Mm-hmm. What is this music?
This is Mega Man. Why is this music?
You're trying to solve the problem that I did a bunch of sketches for you of.
What?
Are you trying to solve the problem that I did a bunch of sketches for you of?
No. This is just like subchests, Kofi, like things that get put onto the deck. I need them to continue to go on the deck, and I have a couple of options, because the way Cinemachine works is you have a bunch of virtual cameras, and when those get activated, like whether they're enabled or their priority is the highest in the stack, the main camera in your scene moves to that location and starts to inherit the behavior of the Cinemachine camera. And so because I have our like cannons, or basically the point in space that launches things into the scene, is parented to the camera, when the camera zooms out or like moves out to take in the whole ship, that kind of launch point for items goes with it. And so when people do a sub, the chest spawns and then falls, and then it doesn't land on the deck. And I'm trying to work out whether I should just have another camera that we switch to instead of the main camera and move that one, so that the spawn point for items remains like where it should. Like basically the main camera would still just do its usual behavior, or whether I unbind the spawner from the camera for certain items. So like I can choose where things spawn from. I can have bombs go from like the camera one, so that anytime you bomb, like the bombs kind of move with us wherever we are in scene, because I think that's more fun. But have a designated spot that important things like subchests and Kofis land in a certain place. I can just make a new spawn point for items, for sure. You think the bombs from the ship rotating camera are good? Yeah, like firing bombs at the ship. I think it would be good if like bombs had a bit more oomph when you're farther out there. So what I could do is, again, it's a challenge to time it correctly, so like you're at a view where the bombs actually go onto deck. I think an issue with that as well is that the bombs, because there's a collider outer shell currently, we're kind of in a box on the top of the deck, mainly so that bits have something to bounce off of. Like, the bits have something to bounce off of, and bombs, when they're thrown in, they kind of remain within the space. But I do find that they tend to, like, go forward and then bounce out of view right now. Which is less fun. I need to fix that as well. But before we didn't have that. Well, actually, I think we had 2 sets of colliders. We had colliders that collided with bombs and bits and stuff, and then there was a separate colliders for us as players so that we could run out of the space. I might do that again. Is the box made of planes? No, it's made of are you saying that I could have one-way colliders?
It's a very One Piece sounding track.
Oh, I wish we could play One Piece on here. It's good, right? Good game.
Yeah,
So we could have planes that let bombs in but don't let bombs out. Ooh. Oh, there's a good luck money hole.
Oh,
I don't see that.
it should be in the actions or activity.
Oh, I see. Non-canonical split. Got to find a new insulin supplier since my usual pharmacy said we can't get it. Stop asking.
Oh,
On Saturday.
damn.
We'll need all the luck I can get. Can't get insulin.
Can't get
Stop
insulin.
asking. I do not know
Holy
what
shit.
insulin does. Fucking hell, that's such a bitch ass response from a pharmacy.
Wow. Good luck, money hole. May good fortune follow you all of this day. Cause holy shit. You
We-
need that insulin.
We can't get it. Stop asking.
Wow.
Oh
Best
my
of luck, Sploot.
God. Zero empathy for a pharmacy worker is not a good trait.
No, don't be in pharmacy if you have no sympathy. Your job is literally helping people who are sick. Yeah, cheap and bountiful insulin for everyone who needs it. That's what I wish upon the world.
Extra good luck for the insulin. I think it would also be great to do something for the good luck money hole inside the stream.
Oh, we have some ideas for that.
Yeah.
Ha, see ya, hold tight.
How's it going, by the way? Is it feeling good?
I don't know yet, I haven't zoomed out.
Okay,
I'm scared.
that's fair.
I'm sure it's fine though. Like, this is much easier than the other one was. I'm having to do less guesswork. Like, whereas before it was like trying to draw a ramp over a set of stairs. Now it's like just refining the smoothness of the ramp a little bit. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Brexit at it once again. I don't know where non-canonical split lives, but maybe it is
Yeah,
Brexit's
maybe.
fault. Our pharmacy is fucking ridiculous for wait times. Like,
Yeah.
you go in, and there's like one person.
It's just cursed.
Hey, thanks for the raid. There's like one person
Welcome to the stream. Thank you for the raid.
who's handling both prescriptions and just generally selling goods. So you go in to buy some earbuds, or like in my case I got some oil drops for my ears. And there's just someone ahead of you trying to get their prescription, and it's just like, hi, do you have my prescription? No, I don't have your prescription. Did you wait the allotted time for it to be sent in? Yeah, I think I did wait the allotted time. Is it not? Do you not have any? Oh, I'll have to check in the back to see if we have that. Okay, cool. Can you check in the back? Wait.
Yeah, it's like a good 20 minutes. It feels like every time.
And then they finish serving them, and then you're like, "Hi, can I have this?" Cool. And you're like done in 15 seconds. It's like,
They just need more people on the till.
please, just put someone who can like work a register. Put a monkey on it. I don't know, or self-serve.
Something. I suppose self-serving in a pharmacy would be maybe a bad thing.
Yeah, you're right.
Because sometimes you have
you're
to
right.
give people warnings.
Yes,
and like,
you're right.
oh, this person's buying 17 boxes of paracetamol.
Self-serve in a pharmacy is a bad call. You're right. What are you buying that medication for? Oh.
Yeah, don't take these two things together.
Yeah, we don't want to lose a customer. Please give that back.
That's the reason.
We spent a long time out of the UK while the Brexit shit was happening, and then we came back right in the swing of it.
Yeah, right when it had happened. We came back and everything was on fire. It was just like that GIF from Community.
You streamed for 10 hours, and we'll chill and watch you guys until you pass out. Maybe go get some food. Maybe go get some water.
Yeah. Take care of yourself.
What were you doing for the 10 hours? 10 hours is a long time.
Yeah. It's a hefty stream.
Should I? I saw a tweet that was just like, Brexit's failed, and like, at what point was success within reach, really?
What would you define as a
how do you
successful
succeed
Brexit?
in Brexit? Okay, you successfully left the European Union. What does that mean?
Yeah, what?
Bad things. I've never seen someone say,
Blue
man,
passports.
I'm really glad we have Brexit because this positive impact on my life. I've never seen at any point.
To be fair though, like people were lied to, I think, with Brexit. Like they got told there were going to be a bunch of benefits that there then ended up not being.
I think the reason Brexit happened was because a bunch of politicians were trying to capitalize on
Misplaced patriotism.
Yeah, to kind of like gain support for themselves, and then and then the voting didn't go the way that they hoped it would, and everything else was just, well, the voting went this way, so I guess we're stuck with it.
Sploot says my dad still believes it'll be fine if everyone stopped being negative about it. No, I don't know about that. Yeah. Yeah, Eric, I agree.
That's the definition of wishful thinking.
Yeah. Patriotism, also known as xenophobia, was, I think, a big reason for it, which is very disappointing and sad. It's like, oh, great, cool. It's good to know that percentage of the population can be swayed by that kind of argument.
Fucking stupid.
Yeah, never mind. Anyway, listen, we've already had a discussion about AI. I'm not going to talk about Brexit in the same day.
Yeah, no.
Instead, I'm going to talk about cool stuff. There's so much cool stuff to talk about is the problem. I don't know what to choose.
I'm going to collide the ship.
There's so many games I'm excited to play. We need to play the one with Donald and Mickey and the Illusions.
Oh, Castle of Illusions?
Yes.
Yeah, that'd be great. You get a little blankie that you can hit things with.
I like it. Can you be Donald?
You want me to be Donald?
Then I can do the Mickey voice and you can do the Donald voice.
Okay. Yeah, I'd love to be Donald.
Cool. I feel like you're more of a Donald anyway.
I am more of a Donald.
Let's change topic. What about American politics? Nope, not going there. Yeah, Unster. It was so good, right? My friend had it when I was a kid. Was it also for the Mega Drive?
I think I had it on the Mega Drive.
Yeah, I think I rented it one time from the corner shop. I think I did that. With the beanstalks, yeah. A great game. I'm wondering if we should do like gaming Saturdays for a little bit while we catch up with games.
Can do. Simple and clean is the way that you're making me. Or we just spend our evenings playing games, like from 9 onwards. From 9 till 11.
Yeah, we could do. We could do. I'm trying to stop myself from plugging too much stuff in daily.
Yeah.
Because it gives me less flexibility when I do that.
Yeah.
And not having flexibility is what means that I end up hooked into stuff I don't necessarily want to do. I'm trying to avoid that this year.
Meeting up with friends is fun, but it takes so long.
What do you mean?
It takes up so much time.
That's it.
Yeah.
We went with friends like yesterday, and I think it was a pretty like it was the perfect amount of time. We went like in the afternoon, and we were done by the time we wanted to start cooking. So
Yeah, that was good.
you know, it was nice. Nice. You finished your resume and cover letter. Well done, NK. Congratulations.
You win.
Just be like Thorin stream for 25 hours a day. Right? Good for him, though. I don't know if I want that, though. I want to do secret projects you guys don't know about yet, so I can surprise you with them. I'm gonna have no time to do my secret things if I'm streaming all the time.
I'm doing the thing you asked me to do.
What was the thing I asked you to do?
Collide the ship.
Huh?
Collide the ship.
With what?
Colliders.
Are you taking off the
I guess
big
collider the
invisible
ship.
wall?
I'm gonna change aspects of it, yeah.
Cool. That would be rad.
Oh, here's a question for chat then. Okay, so you throw a bomb. Do you want the bomb to be like contained within the kind of stream space, or are you cool with it going over the side of the ship if if that's just where it's gonna go?
Yeah, that's definitely a chat question.
Is it?
Well, it's like the fate of their bombs, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, it going off frame feels kind of bad. I agree.
Wait a second. What's Mulan Story Studio? I've never heard of that.
You want it to home in on Doig. I can have bombs like fire at us.
Can you make a high five button that makes you two high five not aware you're in space? That'd be pretty rad, actually.
What, we just magnet to each
Yeah.
other and high five.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so like if it always hits us, I guess if it goes where we are and we're running, it can kind of miss us that way, but if we're stationary, it's gonna hit. I can reduce the fuse time.
I do think you should reduce the fuse time as well. I think the fuse is currently too long. My 2 cents.
Yeah. I like that the fuse time is longer because it gives the bombs the ability. Okay, so I added a thing called bomb chainage, which is that if a bomb hits another bomb, that bomb explodes. So if there's multiple bombs, they all explode at once. And you can't really get that if bombs explode too soon. So
Yeah.
I'm trying to find the...
Can you do an in-between between how long the fuse used to be and how long it is now? Because now it feels too long.
Yeah.
So maybe there's a happy medium.
I think bit bombs need to be bigger as well. What if bombs off screen cause a slight screen shake or Smash Bros type explosive effect from the edge? That could be cool. I like that you still feel like you get the effect of it. I think screen shake would need to be very, very mild. I had screen shake on before, and I think Martina was like, don't like that. But I think it was a bit too much, so maybe we can find a nice middle ground. Because I think screen shake is a nice game feel. Screen shake decimates bitrate. Ah.
Well, that's good to know.
Yeah. Yeah. Having explosions that explode in from the side if a bomb is off screen is a good counterpoint.
Lulululu.
Totally random suggestion. When Swifty gets blown away by a bomb, she should emit a bunch of feather particles.
Yes.
Yeah, I love that.
Yes, that's a great idea. I love that.
I'm literally writing that into my book.
Good. Good suggestions. Smart people. Doig's got a little ideas book. His little brain book.
My little brain book. I started in 2023 and I stopped using it midway through 2023.
Yeah. He's got like 20 pages in there from 2023 and then it just stops.
Just, yeah. That's how kind of busy I got.
That's how 2023 went, I think.
Yeah. So if Doig gets blasted, does a bunch of anger emotes fly off?
I guess a little flame thing. You could have a little flame.
Oh, a
thing
little flame, yeah.
from your antlers.
I like that. I'm only colliding the top of the ship. At least until I bring back the jumping ability that you had.
I can't wait to have like the nice simple touch-ups to the characters. Like you know, having a jump animation.
Yeah.
To go with the jump action. I'm very excited about the character animation things, and Doig's very excited about the environmental things. Make
it possible for Doig's glasses to get knocked off, and then he has to go and pick them up with reversed controls.
That's actually very funny.
I am pretty much Velma at this point with my eyesight.
Yeah, you are one blind bear. But that's why we're getting you glasses.
I was looking up stuff about prescriptions of glasses just to check like where I am on the relative scale.
Well, yeah, because we went in to get you glasses, and the lady was like, "That's a lot to change by," and I was like, "All right, steady on."
Yeah, that's a big change, and but this is like 10 years.
You've had these glasses for like 5
years or something. Yeah. She's like, oh, okay. So I looked up the values. I'm considered legally blind.
Are you?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I mean, without your glasses, you're considered legally blind.
Yeah.
With your glasses, you can see pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, but without them, that's what it said.
Wow. We've got to make sure that you aren't also considered legally deaf and clear those ears out.
Yeah. Legally Blind starring Doig.
My favorite movie. Quick, Doig, how many fingers am I holding up? Ask Rio. Yeah, he's got a pretty hefty subscription. Not subscription, prescription. That's the one.
Got a pretty hefty subscription to blindness, you guys.
You know when you're too
Lifetime
online,
award.
You know when you're too online when you start calling things subscriptions.
I'd like to cancel my blindness subscription, please. Yeah, I don't need it anymore.
Doig's been trying to cancel his blindness subscription since he was born. I recently learned that Doig wore an eye patch for some of his youth.
Yeah.
Which was a cool thing to learn.
You want to know something else?
Uh-huh.
I told my parents and maybe my teacher as well. I was like, "Hi, I'm having difficulty reading the board." And their solution to that was, "We'll just move you closer."
I thought so. I knew you were going to say sit closer.
Yeah. No. Wow, maybe we should take this little kid to the opticians.
I bet some other people with glasses in chat can identify with, "We'll just sit you closer." Yeah, solid Doig. Yeah, apparently one of Doig's eyes was stronger than the other, so the solution from the doctor was just to put an eye patch on him to make the weaker eye work harder.
That's where I first learned about struggle.
I don't know if that worked or not. No clue.
No, I have what's known as an alternating squint now, which means that I can pick which eye I want to be the dominant eye, and my other eye turns in.
Mm-hmm.
So I can like manually change which eye I'm using to look through. I am monocular most of the time.
Yeah, I only recently learned when you went to the optician and you were talking to them that you always have double vision.
Dude, binoculars fuck me up.
I'm like, how the fuck do you operate, Doig? What do you mean you always have double vision? Have you tried not having double vision?
Yeah, there was a point where during the optician's test, he was like, so we have these things called prisms, and we can kind of, you know, turn the way that you see stuff. And then he was like, so do you see two images just now? And I was like, yeah. And then he was like, what about now? And like the two images got closer, and I was like, what the fuck? What is happening? And then he was like, what about now? And it got even closer, and I was like, in my heart, I was like, am I finally going to be able to see, like...
Yeah, we were both excited.
With two eyes.
Keep going!
And then he was like, how about now? And it was like, oh, it's a bit closer. And he was like, how about now? I was like, oh, it's even closer. And then he was like, oh, all right. And we were like, nudge it again. Nudge it again. And he was like, well, all right. And then he kind of moved on from the topic, and I was like,
wait,
it doesn't go any higher, does it?
Yeah, I feel like they must have a thing where it's like when you get to a certain point, you can't really push past that without damaging people's eyes.
He tried, yeah. Yeah, one of the things he said is like, has anyone ever talked to you about prisms before? And I was like, no.
Oh my gosh, Napping Class says, I remember having a panic attack in class because I had my first ocular migraine and couldn't see. The teacher said I was lying. Next week I had classes. This child is lying about not being able to see and having a huge headache. What the heck?
I didn't get glasses until I was like 16 or 17.
That was probably... I don't know if that would have helped you or not. I don't really know how glasses work in terms of whether it's better to get them early or late.
Well,
I'd assume it would be better to get them early.
I saw a whole lot fucking better at age 17 onwards.
Yeah,
I'll tell you that. Like, my entire understanding of human vision changed on that day, because like I put the glasses on and my brain went, humans can see this well?
Well, yeah.
Just like, all the time?
If you don't know, how are you meant to?
Yeah.
Like, you've got no basis for comparison.
Yeah. You mean you don't have to get like closer to see things? Like, I was like, wait, you can read the title on that DVD? My parents were just like, yeah.
It was very funny coming back with Doig once he'd got his new glasses last week, because he was like, has that shop always been there? That building's been there the whole time. I'm like, Doig, this isn't a glasses problem. This is a looking problem.
Has that always been a clothes shop?
Yes. For 2 years, Doig.
My favorite one of those was next to the railway station. It was just like, have those houses always been there?
This is not a glasses problem. This is a you problem. Also, when you were like, if you put things right in front of your face, like a centimeter away from your eye, can you still read it? It's like, no, Doig, that's normal that you can't read things like that.
I don't know. I was just testing.
I know. It's funny, but it's also cute, 'cause it's like, yeah, how the heck are you meant to know?
Yeah.
Like, to you, it's just normal to be that way, but how do you know what normal is now when you've just been told that, hey, your prescription's been wrong?
I love that moment in I love that moment in New Girl where they realize that Winston is colorblind because he thinks like green things are brown or something like that. But it's just that moment of like, if you think that's brown, what color do you think you are? Yeah, money's brown. Fucking.
I just don't know how he would even know to call it brown instead of green. It would just be green to him.
I think that was just a fucked up representation of colorblindness.
Wistful Vulpine says, as a kid, my glasses were a magnet for basketballs. Got quite a few to the face. That's so mean. That's so mean. Don't shatter glass into my eyes. Don't do that.
I once ran into the wall playing basketball.
Did you have your glasses on?
Yeah.
You see, now that was your fault. No, what happened? Were you just like trying to get the ball so you weren't looking?
I was trying to catch the ball, and I did, but then I was like running but facing, like I was trying to like get the ball because I was going to try and score, and I got past the ball, but I caught the ball, and then I kind of turned my torso to see what point in the court I was, and I was off it. I was in a wall.
I clipped through the wall. Some Castlevania ass shit going on here.
I think it must be a boss or something.
Someone's just going off on the organ.
It's wedding music.
It's when Mega Man and Zero get married.
Oh, Benry, hello.
Yo! 18
Henry
months!
Paint says, yay, it's almost a year.
That's almost a year! Thank you so much, Benry. Yeah! Thank you very much for the subscription. I'd go and get the hat, but I can't move currently, so... Doig is doing things. We're getting there with the neatening up. I think I'm just going to be spending the day on this just to get it polished off. Put on something chill in the background. Get on with it! Do, do, do.
When I was 9, I got my first glasses, and my mom always talks about how I exclaimed, "Oh my god, I can see every single leaf on the tree." And I don't think it occurred to any of us that I didn't see this well since I was born. She always told me it was from watching TV or playing Game Boy. But last year it dawned on me that I just might have I just might have been like this always. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it was from playing Game Boy or watching TV. Actually.
I think you can tire your eyes out from like eye strain's a thing, but
Yeah.
you just stop looking at things for a little bit and you're
But as
fine.
a workaholic artist who grew up on video games and TV, and has 20/20 vision, I don't think that's it. Like, I've literally spent the past, 10 years of my life, 20 years of my life, glued to a screen for 16 hours a day. It's got Sonic energy, this one. I don't know if this one's going to get struck, Doig.
I don't care. It's a jam.
Cool. This is a jam.
You know, it occurs to me that I could probably just put a mesh collider. I should have just done a mesh collider on this ship.
I thought that's what you were doing.
I was.
You know what I should do? I should save this. You want to NDA me for a sec? I'm gonna save it as a clip file instead of a PNG. Thanks. That would be smart. Okay. I might have to go to the toilet in a sec. The upscan is happening though, it's looking sharp. Do you want to come back to the screen? This is definitely the best option. Honestly, you saved my life. Honestly, you saved my life. Ben says India. I've been playing Phantasy Star Online for a month. Well, Ben, you better prepare yourself to start again. Because you and I are going to play that game. Onster, we're dragging you into it also.
How many can be in your party?
4.
Aw.
You'll have a new character for me, you and Onster. Awesome. Doig, right, too? Right, Doig? Yeah?
Yeah, alright.
I'm so pumped. When do you guys want to play it?
I guess that'll be a melee, maybe?
A melee. Cool.
Yeah, sword. Like, I tried the gun, but I got real bored.
Yeah, that's fair. Your birthday's in March. I'm up for it.
Should we just play the second one? Or are we going to play the original?
We're going to play the original. What's wrong with you?
I don't know what's wrong with me, dude.
Do you mean the one which is like the original, but it's just got more stuff?
No,
Like,
not
it
the
gives you
second
more-
one. Okay, fine.
It gives you like more classes. It's like 1.5.
You want a hat?
Yeah, but I can't pick it up.
Yeah, you can.
Okay, one sec. Let me. Hey, my face may be stuck, but I can get stuff. Oh. Oh wait, but there it is. That's when you're playing Blue Burst. That's fine. That's good. I'm good with that. There we go.
This one
Nice.
as well.
This one as well. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Nice. Nice.
Nice.
Nice.
Nice.
Nice.
Nice, 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 nice,
Nice. Nice. Yeah.
Did you all enjoy my Ko-fi post that I posted yesterday?
I'm okay doing the one with more classes and stuff. I read it, Doig. I liked it.
Top hat. Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Meister Jazz. Look, see, it's
Thanks,
looking pretty
Benny.
sharp, right? Onster really coming in clutch with that upscaler.
Yeah, it looks really good.
Yeah.
So, which parts have you worked on? Because I haven't been watching. On Swift, right?
Yeah, not everything yet, but most things I've worked on.
I mean, it looks great from here.
Mostly just the outline to begin with.
Yeah.
So just the exterior. But yeah, I'm gonna keep going with it.
And that was the whole thing.
Did we see the Ko-fi in the background? The Ko-fi in the... Oh, there's a Ko-fi in the foreground right there.
Yeah, I
Did
think
you
that
get
was
Ko-fi
from.
and not shout it out?
I think that was Rio when Rio was saying.
Ko-fi.
There you go.
Thank you, Rio. Tomorrow I'll do some sketches for you. Yeah, honestly, the upscale has saved me too. Now I also have been saved by the upscale. You do hear it, Ben. You do. I'm getting hungry though, so I'm probably gonna leave. It's 12:50, and I have to eat lunch, and then I have to go and mail a comic.
Oh yeah.
And Doig's gonna come with me because it's the walk that we have to take every day,
Yeah.
and we have been going for over 3 hours. So I guess it's time. But I'm gonna continue
Okay.
working on this off stream, and I'll show you guys where I'm at tomorrow. Hopefully, I'll be at a place where it's like, here it is. We'll see. The Dupus is going. What else have we got? We've got a Renji-kun. Thank you guys so much for being here. I had a lot of fun. You can't tell by my face, but I did. Yeah, Onster, we've got to do our walking. We've got to do our Christopher Walken. Oh, Berry, I'm glad you could catch a stream too. Thank you for being here while we were arting. It's honestly been it's been nice to do some art again on stream. I spent a lot of time doing other stuff and not having time to do art.
Yeah.
So even though what I'm doing is a pain, because it's literally me having to fix a mistake I made, it's still really nice just to do it on stream.
I'm being Mike Wazowski'd on your image.
Wazowski. Oh, Berry, well, we'll miss you around. We'll miss you around, but I'm happy that you're feeling better. That's fantastic.
Yeah, that's good to hear. Glad you found something that helps you push through.
Yeah. That's more important than you coming to the streams. But it's always going to be awesome to see you if you're ever around.
Are we going to get lunch outside?
We can if you like. I do have some butter beans and stuff I can eat.
That's true.
I guess
you do
have
have
sausages.
Stuff. Oh, I do.
But it's up to you. You've got a sausage and you've got that barbecue sauce you like.
What if I put the sausages on before we go out, and then we go out and then come back and we get sausages? Is
I don't have
dangerous?
Faith. Yeah, I don't have faith that we'd be able to get back in time.
I can run back.
No, you can't. It might still be icy.
It's not icy.
Who knows?
It's rainy.
We're not doing that. You're putting the sausages in. We're going to eat them. What we can do is put the sausage... My hat! We can put the sausages in and have a shower.
Wait, did that... Wait.
Doig, I need so much stuff. I need the toilet and I need to eat. We have to stop the stream.
Okay. I want to see if it hits you again.
I'm going to pee myself and die of starvation.
It knocked your hat
Stop
off.
knocking my hats off. Who we raiding?
I think a Renji-kun.
Okay. Let's do it.
Okay.
My eyes. Yeah, Doig has made them follow things that get thrown in, but sometimes they go a little bit bonkers.
That's not how that works.
I want to hear an orchestra play this.
Deadline is Friday on the Game Jam.
Hey, thank you very much for the follow. Oh yeah, the deadline's Friday. Well, best of luck, Ben. I hope it's going really well. Everyone have a great day and we'll catch you tomorrow. And until next time,
may the rest
of your day
be filled
with adventure.
Take care, everybody, and goodbye.
See you around. Bye-bye.
Give me that hat back, you little sneak thief. No. No. They're all in the same plate. Aha. Come here, you. Come here, you. You're so much faster than I am. All right. Take care, VOD Squad. Bye-bye.